And welcome to the Dave and Dirty Locked and Loaded episode 1. Since our last late night live with, when I had Dirty on the show, guys, everybody liked it. Everybody said that was one of the best shows in a while. So I was like, I think me and Dirty just need to do a podcast again like we used to. So we got our own show, which will be going on every couple weeks. I got to do something with Pokemon Nerd. He knows he was wanting to do it today, but I have to do something with all this news about this. He wants to do a one-on-one thing, so I'm going to try to schedule that this week. I've been real busy with work. If you don't believe me, I can show you pictures of me at work. Like, I actually got pictures. So I sent them to some people. Like, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm under a fucking house all day cleaning out black mold and fucking ripping out insulation. Like, the last thing I'm going to be doing is fucking with these retards on here. Like, I'm talking to people that have been, trolling the channel. Like, they said, oh, Dave's hid, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, Dave's at work. Something you guys aren't familiar with. I mean, I live with my mom and work. I mean, you guys obviously, I guess live with your mom and don't work. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think you, well, some of them live on HUD, so, and we understand that, but, I mean, HUD, if it wasn't for HUD, it'd be bathtubs the galore for them. They'd be living in the bathtub, smoking with all the crackheads smoking crack. I mean, it trips me out with these people. But we're gonna save that for later. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna address some of the bullshit. But I do want to talk about the Nintendo Switch. With some of the the specs have been leaked. I want to talk about the PS4 Pro and PS4 got the update 4.50. Or 4.50 with the whole boost mode and the custom backgrounds. Something interesting I'm hearing with this boost mode that I noticed, like, these fanboys really aren't going into. They say, like, I was watching how Broken Games was addressing it, like, and he says, oh, it acts strangely or something. No, it acts fucked up with games it's not meant for. That's what you meant to say. It's going to be fucking your game up. That's what it's going to be. Like they say, strangely or some shit like that. I want to talk about the 3DS because I actually got a 3DS lately. And to be honest with you guys, the reason I haven't been streaming is because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Moon. I picked that up. And I got, actually, the other day, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time that I never got to finish. But I did love this game when I played it. I never got to finish it. Never got, and I will now. But I've been like playing Mario Kart. I got Mario Kart 7. I got this one too. Pokemon Heart. I think it's called Heart Gold or something. I borrowed that from my nephew, but because I wasn't sure when I was gonna get the Pokemon Moon, but I beat Resident Evil 7, something that a lot of people don't do on this website, beat games, other than people like Dirty and stuff like that. And when I beat Resident Evil 7, I traded in I found this new place to trade in games. They didn't have Pokemon Moon, so I was like, can I just do like an even trade? And they're like, well, we don't have it in stock because it's like a retro store. But they do sell new stuff too, and you can trade in your shit. But they're like, yeah, $40. Like, and I heard him say cash when I first called, but I wasn't sure what he was talking about. Like, if it was gonna give me cash money or it was gonna be some kind of bullshit. But he's like, no, cash money. He's like, we'll buy it from you. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's pretty good. So I went over to Best Buy, used my Gamers Club unlock, got this for $31. Called it a day. And got money back, so I didn't lose out on that deal. So that was cool. But I've been loving the 3DS. I do see one thing I do. Let's talk about 3DS first. We'll go in that first. The one thing with the 3DS I do notice, and this is with Nintendo. It's not like it's not like a mystery or anything. But when you play the 3DS, it's almost like a lot of them games, like you're reading a fucking book. Like Pokemon, you're like you're reading everything, and that's fine. It don't bother me. It's a handheld. I understand that, but damn, it's like you are literally reading a book playing these games. If the games weren't so fun, I probably wouldn't play them because I wouldn't want to fucking read them. I mean, I'm not big on books no more. When I was, back in the day when shit was bad and I was locked up or something. Yeah, you'll love a book. You will love a book. I remember one day I read like a 500-page book in like 2 days. I just read right through it. And that's normally something I wouldn't do. Like you'll then that's your entertainment in there, unless you're gonna go fight over the TV over fucking. And then most of the time they're just gonna be watching fucking sports, like, and it's fine, but you're gonna be like, they'll even watch like fucking t-ball, like, you know what I'm saying, like softball, like, it don't matter what the fuck it is, you know, it could be fucking tennis, it could be fucking hopscotch, it don't matter, as long as they're fucking playing that motherfucker and it's on, that's what they'll watch. So I'll read like books and shit, or like play cards or something. But that was and if it comes to Stephen King, I'll read a book. That's when I usually, if Stephen King, and he's got some long fucking books. The only one I cheated on was it. I listened to audio, but I was playing video games, listening to audio of that. That's what kind of got me listening to audio now, because I'm not the biggest like reader, but with the Pokemon games and 3DS games like those, I was playing Monster Hunter, the Generations, the demo, and I was like, holy shit, like like whatever happened to fucking, you know, where's the voice dialogue, like voice acting and shit? It's not there, you know. So what's your thoughts? You had a 3DS for a while. You're a fan of the 3DS, right, Dirty?
Yeah.
Do you agree with some of the stuff I'm saying, or no?
Yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of text in a lot of the games. It's even, if you look on the back of that that Pokemon Moon, you'll see what Nintendo at the bottom says. Damn, I forgot how they say it, but they like, you gotta read. Basically, they saying this is, you know, you gotta have the ability to read or some shit like that on the back of the box. That shit is crazy. But yeah, it's the 3DS games don't have too much of a voice acting. They have a little bit, but most of it, like the RPGs and stuff like that, you're basically reading.
Yeah, and that's fine because the games are really good, but like Pokemon Moon, I'm playing that and I'm like, damn, you got to read a fucking book before you get into action. Like you're like meeting his mom and going to the island and all this. And I you know, if it wasn't for Pokemon Go and my buddy showing me Pokemon, like I went over his house and his kid loves Pokemon, but he likes it too. He'll say, oh, you know, he's like a big dude. Like, you know, he was in UFC, you know, he actually fought in cage fights and shit like that. And he was really good. Like, he could have went to the professionals, but shit happened. And it's funny to see a dude like this watching Pokemon. Like, and he's like, yeah, I watch it with my son, you know. And you know he does, but he likes the shit. Like, 'cause he likes Dragon Ball Z, and he's all about that. Like, yeah. I'm helping him do his phone, and he's not good with Facebook and all that shit. And because he's about 40 something, but he never got in the whole tech thing. And all his passwords are like Dragon Ball this, you know, like that's his passwords and shit. So, but when it comes to Pokemon, he knows them all. Like, you know, he even collects the figures and shit. And you'd be like, this, you wouldn't think he would be collecting, you know, like he likes Marvel and DC too. He's got all that shit too. But it's just funny, like he knows. And I was watching with him, and I was like, this is actually pretty cool. Like I had the cards growing up, just like some I got like Charizard and stuff that I got off of people, you know, that I would just collect because it was popular at the time. I didn't really know too much about Pokemon, and I didn't know nothing about it till I started fucking with that Pokemon Go with the balls and all. I knew there was balls, Pokeballs and stuff, but I didn't understand it all. And now playing Sun or the Moon, it's a blast. Like I still like Pokemon Go, I think more because I'm farther in it and I'm starting to catch a really cool Pokemon. But I go downtown and I'll go play it for like a fucking 4 hours, sometimes 5 hours. Like I know it's a little spot to drive around, hit all these fucking Pokestops, you get all the balls. It's fun. I like it. Like I just hit level 20. It took about a little bit over, I don't know, 2 weeks to do, but I like that. I like the Moon. I just picked up Ocarina of Time. I never got to finish this. I got to the end and how the save file went, it erased or some bullshit, you know, and I just never went back to do it again. Link to the Past is my favorite. That's the reason, one of the reasons I got the 3DS was for a Link Between Worlds, because that's like my favorite game of all time. You know, it's awesome. I love that game back in the day. I played it a lot. That was one game, like, normally I wouldn't play a lot. You know, like, I'm not one, I beat the game, I'm done. you know, that game I played a lot. Like I just loved that game. I don't know what it was, but I loved it. And they say you played A Link Between Worlds, right?
Yeah, I'm playing through it now. I
You
played
said
some
it's pretty
yesterday.
good, right?
Yeah.
Now, would you say it's better than Link to the Past, or is it the same or not?
You mean is it better than Ocarina?
No, is it better than A Link to the Past?
Oh, A Link to the Past. You know what? I played back on the Super Nintendo. I played a little bit of the Link to the Past. Like I didn't really get into Zelda like that until Ocarina of Time. Like I played it. My buddy had it. He let me borrow it. I played around with it a little bit, but I really didn't get into Zelda until the 64.
Oh, okay. See, I played Zelda the first. I played the first one, you know, on the NES, and then there's been some I didn't play, like Majora's Mask. I have never played, and then ones on the Wii I've never played. But all the other ones I've played, you know, except like maybe some on some handhelds. Like I noticed there was one on the DS. I was looking through like, you know, games at GameStop that they had in a case, like of all like rare DS games. They had a Zelda one. I didn't know they had one on that. But like I'm talking the home consoles, I played everything but the Wii ones and the Majora's Mask. I guess it's a lot, you could say, like, but played Wind Waker. I played the first one. I played the Ocarina of Time. I played A Link to the Past. But I like Zelda. The only one I didn't really care too much for was Wind Waker. Like, I didn't like the art style in Wind Waker. I didn't. I don't know. I thought that this is how I always thought. I thought it got real kiddie when Nintendo did that. I felt like that was when they turned really kiddie. Like when I looked at the art style for Wind Waker, I was like, holy shit, what'd they do to Zelda? Like I didn't like it. I don't know. That's how I felt. But I did like Wind Waker's a good game. I just couldn't get into the art style.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know.
I actually liked the art style of Wind Waker when it first came out. I thought it was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it looked like a Saturday morning cartoon. I thought that was pretty cool, you know, to see a game like that. And just to see the expression on Link's face, you know, because that was the first time I think he was able to do, you know, like different expressions on his face. You know, when he's scared, happy, you know what I'm saying, frightened and all that. It was pretty cool how they did it.
Oh, okay. What's up to the chat? I'm sorry, guys, we just were rambling on, and I just got it up. Shout out to Callie Chango, Justin Wheeler. Start the damn thing. He's funny, Justin Wheeler. Callie Chango said, whatever happened to the man behind the curtains? I heard. Now this is I don't know how true it is, guys, and I'm not joking because I don't like to joke around about shit like this. I'm not when somebody says, you know, somebody's got cancer and stuff like that. Somebody said that he has some serious problems in the hospital, like he went under cardiac arrest or some shit because he does have heart problems. So maybe he is out of commission. I don't know. I mean, maybe he is in the hospital. That's what I heard. You know, he has heart problems, and he say he went under cardiac arrest, like he was fucking around on the computer, and it just happened. That's where it happened. I don't know if he got a good trolling somebody real good and it hit him. I don't know. Like he got too excited, you know. Maybe he's looking at some porn or some shit. I don't know what he does on his computer, but I'm being serious. Like guys, they said he's in the hospital, but I mean I don't talk to the dude no more. You know, I hope he don't, you know, pass away on us. I don't wish death on nobody. Let's just, you know, all keep them in our prayers. That's all we can say. I mean, I don't hold grudges like when it comes to shit like that. I'm not the biggest fan of him, the stuff he did, but you know, let's just keep him in our prayers, guys. I heard, you know, you don't have long to go anyways. Let's just be real. But that's a whole other subject. But I'm not joking. I'm being serious. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I don't know. That could be a troll. Like somebody could be trolling with that, but supposedly he is gone. They said he's gone, and maybe it is true. I don't know. But I heard he was on his computer doing something, and he went under cardiac arrest. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how true it is. I heard a lot of weird shit about him lately with like his health issues of stuff he can't do, like sex and I don't want to go into it all though, but But I mean, he can't get too excited in the bedroom. I don't want to talk about it. But no, that's it. I don't joke around with stuff like that, you know. But it is. He's in our prayers. That's all I could say. But yeah, thank you, Cali Chango. Justin, or what was it? Jordan, the deformed ninja. Shout out to you, buddy. Damn, Jordan, what are you doing in the chat? I told you I blocked your ass. Derek Fisher. What's up, Derek Fisher? Shout out to you, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's see. I think that's it right now. Let me got. Damn, the deformed ninja is going wild in there. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you for watching the show. We got 14 people watching, but we got like 4 or 5 people in the chat. So go figure. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully he pulls through. Guys, I don't wish nothing like death or nothing on nobody, you know. I mean, I understand the reason he does stuff. He's miserable, you know, he got dealt a shitty hand, you know. But I don't agree with people because you got dealt a shitty hand to make other people's lives shitty. You know what I'm saying? That's how he thinks. He gets behind his computer. Well, I'm fucked up. I'm going to go fuck somebody else's life up. You know? Because that bitch would get knocked the fuck out if he was fucking with people out in the street. So he does it behind his keyboard. You know, he sits in the garage and plays, you know, sits there and talks to little children in Discord. A 40-year-old man hanging out with kids in fucking Discord, getting them to troll. Like, what's wrong with that picture? You know? But that's what it is. But yeah, we don't want to spend too much time. I am going to address some more with that later on the show. But I want to talk a little bit more about well, I think we covered a lot. The 3DS is a good handheld. The one thing I do want to say about it too, the only other negative I don't like about the 3DS, but I understand it. It's like it is aimed at children, like a lot like with Pokemon, and it's a kid's game, I understand, but you have like pet your animal. You don't have to do it, I don't think, but you can like heal them, but it's like that's where the child shit comes in, you know. And there's a lot of it's very child orientated on the 3DS, you know, but it's a good handheld. Like I think I like the 3DS more than I like the Wii U. I like the Wii U, but it just didn't have no games. The 3DS is loaded with games. Like even though, but you have to be into those type of games, which I'm starting to like. If you don't like RPGs, I don't think the 3DS is for you. I really don't. Like I'm like half and half with RPGs, but I just really like Pokemon and I like Zelda. So that's enough for me to, you know, be okay with the 3DS. If those 2 titles weren't on there, maybe I could find something else. Like I'm giving other games a chance, like Dragon's Quest, and I'm gonna give them a chance. And what's that one that you just picked up, Dirty? You said?
Bravely Second.
Bravely Second, Bravely Default, like those games. Like I figure I'll give them a chance. Dragon's Quest, I think it's called, the Cursed King or something. I'm just learning all these games. I never really played any of them. But I like the Monster Hunter demo for Generations. I might pick that up. That was pretty cool. I beat the demo on that. Played through some demos. I like the new Yoshi game. I heard it's a port of Yoshi's Yarn, but it's actually fun. Like I like side scrollers. I've always did, but I got like just with the Wii U, I got irritated because there wasn't nothing on there. I played the side scrollers that were on there. I played Pikmin games. I played what they had to offer. But I was like, man, they can't. Where's like the fucking like games like Wave Racer or fucking F-Zero? Where are those games? Like if you're gonna give us just Nintendo games, you know? I mean, I was excited when Star Fox was coming out, but I wasn't gonna wait for Star Fox, you know. And the same thing with Devil's Third. I would, you know, even as bad of a praise as it's got, I would have got that if it was on. If I had the Wii U at the same time, I just wasn't waiting for those games. You know, but I mean, I like the Wii U, but to a certain extent, and I got irritated with it. They didn't support it. You know, the 3DS, you cannot say that handheld is not supported because it is. Like I was like, I did what you said, Dirty. Like I went on Amazon and I looked up all these games that you just can't. Now I noticed this with the 3DS, and this is always going on with Nintendo. Like you said, they don't. After they make their copies, that's usually it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been looking for A Link Between Worlds new, just looking for it new because I'm going to keep that game when I get it. but everything I find is used. And I found a new one at Target, and I went in there. I found it on the website, and they didn't have it. I looked all through the back of the cases and everything. They didn't have it. I was like pulling the things up, trying to see, because you can pull their games up because they're attached to the case, and I couldn't see it. You know, I got Zelda Ocarina of Time for $13 brand new, and they said they didn't have it, but I was looking behind shit. And they're lazy at these stores. They stack other games behind other games. That's why they lose they're like, oh, our computer may be wrong. I was like, no, there's probably two in the stores behind something. And when she opened the case, one behind it, we found it. So 13 bucks, you can't go bad. You know, Walmart, you'll get good deals. Look on their website, because you go in their store and their prices aren't set. You know, they fucking got the old prices. They'll have deals. Walmart and Best Buy is the best place to find games, like cheap. Like with Gamers Club Unlocked, and Walmart will have sales that you catch on their website. And that's how I always get good deals.
But you know what's funny, Dave, with Target? I went to Target a while back, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, I want to get this game. And I'm like, y'all got it for, I don't know how much it was. I think it was like 30 bucks or something like that. And the guy was saying, he's like, I don't think it might be 30, it might be 60. I'm like, nah, I'm like, it's on your website. He's like, well, our website is different from the store. I'm like, how is that? I'm like, how you put something on sale on the website?
That's a lie.
You can don't sell in the store. like that is stupid.
Yeah, you can hold them to that, because Walmart, whatever they put on their website, a majority of the time, unless it says online only, they have to honor that. Like, they have to honor that. Because if I would have went over to the case where they actually had the sticker for this, but it wasn't in the right spot, it said 19 something, and it was 13. They didn't change their prices or nothing. Now, Target has a copy, supposedly, of A Link Between Worlds brand new, just one copy, but I did not ask them at the desk for it. They were busy. And I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it for sure, because I just got this. So I was like, why am I going to buy this and then buy A Link Between Worlds? Wait till I beat this and Pokemon and then go get it. Because I got Mario Kart 7 I'm playing too, and I got that other Pokemon. I don't know if I'm going to get to the gold, whatever it's called. I think it's called Heart Gold. I think I'm reading it right. Or Hearthly Gold, or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, that sapphire and ruby crap?
Yeah, that says it's supposedly like a, I guess it's like a, I guess this was on the regular Game Boy, was it? And it was like was it like a remaster or something? I'm not familiar with all the Pokemon games. That's what somebody was telling me. I don't know how true that is.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. I believe it's called Heart. It's either Heart Gold. I think it's Heart Gold. I can't read it because how they have the writing, how it's colored. But I heard it's what my nephew says. It's his favorite. That's what he said. Because I borrowed his Pokemon X, but the only thing I don't like about the 3DS 2, and I think it's only with the Pokemon games and some other games, when you put the game in, it attaches the file or whatever to it. It saves the person's save to it, and you can't make another file. So you completely have to erase their shit. So he gave me this one. He says, well, I beat this. He says, I'd rather you play this, because he got he found a rare Pokemon when they were doing some special event, and he had to transfer it over, and he didn't want to transfer it over. So I understand that. And I knew I was getting my own copy like in a few days. So I was like, let me borrow that. And then the next day, I knew when I beat Resident Evil, I was going to get it. And that's why I just said, you know, but I like the Moon. It's really fun. Like, I don't know. I never, for somebody, when you never got into a series versus somebody that has played the series, like, you got to think that's new to them. And they're enjoying it like you did when you first started playing it. But somebody's been playing them forever. It's the same thing like you get into Uncharted right now, and people have played Uncharted. Like, they're like, oh, it's a new game, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing with Mario. Like, first person plays Mario, they might think it's fucking awesome. But you've been playing Mario for going on 30 fucking years now. Like, you're like, holy shit. Like, you know, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about 3DS. I like it. It's a really good one. I got the red 3DS. I don't know where it is right now. I got it in the other room, but I didn't get the new 3DS. I got it off my nephew. We gave him like probably 80 bucks, 60 bucks for it. And I gave them a PSP when I got the PSP brand new, like brand new. I just didn't care for it, and I fucking just gave it to them. My ex-girlfriend bought it for me, and I felt kind of bad, just like she just bought it, but I didn't play it. And I didn't want it to go to waste, so I just gave it to them. So I mean, I don't know, but I'll give that. I didn't ask them for money that time, but I'm going to give them money for this. And I didn't want to buy a new 3DS. I didn't want to buy a new one, like, because I was scared I wouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, because there was a good chance. I'm not the biggest handheld guy. Like, I like this 3DS, and the reason I'm enjoying it, because I'm not home much lately. Like, I've been really busy, and we're always in the truck, so that's when I'm majority of the time playing it. I'll charge it and take it to work, and I'll play it like when I'm riding in the truck. We got a long ride where we're going to this job that we've been doing. And I don't know. I've been playing the 3DS more than I've actually even been playing UFC. Like, I got to finally play UFC last night. For me and Procrastination played a couple matches, but I just haven't been playing the home consoles like I was. And then that brings us into UFC. UFC, they're actually going to do another one. So they had a UFC out last year, and usually it's like every 2 or 3 years. I think it's every 3 years they do a UFC. And now it's going to most likely, I would say, if they're doing a new one right away, it's going to be a yearly franchise. And, you know, I'm normally not with yearly franchises, but at the same time, you know, like I told Dirty today, like, it's irritating me lately when I'm playing with like Tyrone Woodley, and when we watched him in that match with Stephen Thompson and, you know, at UFC 205, and he actually has a good ground game, a decent one. And in the game, they don't have his stats right. And it's like, and it's like they got Ronda Rousey as this fucking powerhouse in the game, and she sucks lately. Like, come on, let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of these fighters, their even like Cody Garbrandt, like his stats are like so low, and that guy's as good as Dominique Cruz or better, you know. Well, he is better. He beat him. I'm just saying, like he's at a 91 and Dominique Cruz is at a 96 stand up. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, you know, and I knew something was wrong. They weren't updating the stats, but they do a lot of updates to the technical part of the game of how like the hits and stuff affect you. Like, they do all that, and they do the submission stuff and what you can get on like, they do all that, all the technical stuff. But when it comes to the actual fighter stats, they haven't been updating it. And there was a reason why, because they're making a new one. So I'll go with a yearly franchise of that. I'll pay the $60, you know, because they're pretty good with UFC. They give you the fighters for free, except the pre-order ones that like the ones that pre-order like Mike Tyson shit. But they'll update it and give you fighters, and they usually update the game other than the stats.
Right.
So I'm good with that, you know, like even with the sports games, you know, they update them. I always thought, like, just fix the roster, but they're not going to do that. I do agree with you what he said, like, fix the roster, but like, what's your thoughts on update? Tell them, because we were talking about this before, so I forget what they didn't hear our conversation.
Well, I was thinking, you know, with like sports games, the sports games can only be updated in graphics so many times. You know what I'm saying? Like with NBA 2K, you could tell a difference from the very first one, 14, when it first came. Excuse me, when it first came out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, to now, you could see a difference. But last year and this year, you could just see the different body types, you know, that they added. They tried to put their real body types in. So it's like this year when 18 come out, in like September or October, and in October, is the graphics going to be better than last year? If not, then just give us like roster updates, you know, sell it to us for like, you know, $15, you know, and we got a full roster update. You know, everybody is on the exact team. If you want to add a couple of more legend teams, you know what I'm saying, old school teams, you know, do that. Have that in the download pack. Mm-hmm. And we could just download it and until you're ready to come out with 2K19 and with a little better graphics than what we playing with 16. I mean, with 17, then that's cool. Then you could charge another $60.
I'm sorry, I hit the one thing, but go on. It just clicked the thing.
Yeah, but if you're not if the graphics is not really being updated, you barely noticing graphics, just sell us you know, the updated rosters for about $15. You know.
Yeah, I mean
It, it should make
I
money.
agree with that totally, but at the same time, they're gonna make their money. Like they're gonna be like, well, we can make a whole new game and charge them. Yeah, I know it's kind of like we're all against that, and I understand. But if you put yourself in the developer's shoes, they're there to make money. They're not gonna. I have to say with UFC, they have given us a lot of free fighters. They have updated it that way.
Hmm.
They haven't raped us with DLC or nothing like that, but other than the beginning, the pre-orders, if you bought the $80 version, you got Mike Tyson, Bass Rutten, you got who was some other ones, Bruce Lee, like they hooked you up. Like I give them that. But for the most part, they've given us the fighters and stuff. If it's a good game, I don't give a fuck. Like UFC is great. Like I don't care. I'll buy it every year if they support it and they do shit. I'll give them my $60 gladly because I got my money off of that game time and time again. That game
Right.
I played so much, I could see my PlayStation going on fire. I played the fucker so much. I mean, I've played that motherfucker. I haven't played a game like that in years. Like except like when Gears of War came out or fucking Halo 2, like something like that. I got that invested into. Um, or like a Link, like I was talking earlier, Link to the Past. I played that a lot. That Mario Kart on the fucking Super Nintendo and Street Fighter 2. Holy shit, I played those games a lot. And you have to take into consideration too. I was young, didn't have any money. That's the game you had. But I was able to growing up with, especially with PlayStation. My parents always rented me a game every month. At Blockbuster. Stuff like that. But I played a lot of fucking Mario Kart, a lot of fucking Zelda with A Link to the Past, and a lot of fucking what was the other one I mentioned? Street Fighter 2. And I'm
Oh,
so happy the Switch is getting Street Fighter 2 and making it online and all that. That's going to be fun. Like that is going to be a blast. I hope they do that with a lot of their other games. I hope they take like GoldenEye from the N64 and put an online into it and put it HD. Like that'd be cool. Would
yeah,
you think so or no?
yeah. They did something like that with was it on the Wii GoldenEye?
But was it the actual GoldenEye, the one from the 64? Was it that one?
Yeah, I want to say it was, but they just changed the character.
Okay, because I never had a Wii, so I didn't play that one. But I'm just saying, like, I always wanted them to like remaster GoldenEye. I just would like that, or even just put it in HD and give us like some online to it. Like that's
Yeah.
a great idea. What they're doing Street Fighter is great because that was like my favorite Street Fighter. I when they sped Street Fighter up, made it more faster. I didn't really care for it. Like I play the new one, it's good, but I liked it when it was like more like slowed down and shit. I don't like when they put in what was the hell they did the Street Fighter like turbo mode or what like they're all over the fucking place. Like come on, like that's ridiculous.
For Turbo Edition.
Mm, like I didn't like that shit. But yeah, UFC yearly franchise. Dave approves totally. Um, and me and Dirty were talking too about like Madden. We were talking about like how that's a yearly franchise and how they're Madden like basically with EA they got the whole NFL into like a monopoly with Madden. Like they're the only ones. And now you've been playing Madden, but you're not the biggest fan of Madden, right, Dirty?
No, I'm not the biggest fan of Madden, but I mean, for right now, there's really nothing else for me to play unless, I go back and turn on my 360 and play NFL All Pro 2K8 or NFL 2K5 backwards compatible on the 360.
Well, you were saying you wanted them to like make an off fucking brand
Yeah,
NFL,
I mean
like not even NFL, like just a football game, and
yeah, just
throw some legends in there, and just do
well,
some shit like
see
that.
they did that with All Pro 2K8. They did that. It had like some generic players in there mixed in with the legends, you know. So, but a lot of people didn't want to play with the legend players. They want to play with the current roster teams. They want to play with their favorite team because they want to play with what I'm saying. Uh, what's dude's name? Peyton Manning and all them. They, they want to run the ball. That's what they like. Um, I remember when the game first came out, the All Pro. It was a guy, he was playing it, and I was watching him play it, and so I was like, man, I'm like, how you liking it? He's like, it's okay, man. He's like, it's just it takes too long to throw the ball, and I'm like, what do you mean? So
It takes too long to throw the ball.
right now, this is what tripped me out. Right, okay, he throwing for a deep pass. Right, he said it take too long for the quarterback to throw the ball. And when he showed me, I said, dude, I said, don't you think in real life this is what a quarterback does? If you're trying to throw damn near 50 yards down to your receiver, don't you have to put your body in those different type of motions to throw the ball with all your strength to get it to go 50 yards plus so the receiver can catch it? I said, man, he just swing his arm and he could throw the damn ball 50 yards with no body animation. I'm like, dude, this is animation. This is what real quarterback does. When you watch football and you see your favorite quarterback throw a Hail Mary, what do he do? He stepped back at least 6 yards to give
Yeah.
himself room, time it, and he's going to throw his upper body back, like throw it back, and his arm with.
And what didn't he like about this? Like he didn't think that was good, or
Yeah, he said he said it has too much animation in it. I said,
too much animation.
and I told him, I said, well, you're used to Madden because Madden really never had that much animation in their quarterbacks. They usually just throw the ball for like 50 yards down the line and the guy would catch it or whoever catch it or intercept it. And he really had no body motion, no type of animation to him. It was just a fling of his arm and he throwed the ball down 60 yards and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was used to. He wasn't used to seeing animation like that.
Yeah,
And for him seeing that,
people get accustomed to stuff and they get used to that, and they don't like certain things that people don't like. I don't care what anybody says. People say they want change, but they don't want change. I don't give a fuck what people say. Like when they say, "Oh, I want this game to change into this and that and this," they don't want that. They want it just like they had it. Prime example, and we're going into our next topic: Resident Evil 7. I hear some people saying, "Oh, I don't really like the whole first person and all that." Well, if they would have kept that shit the same as 6, which I like too, but majority of people fucking hated. If they would have kept on that track with, going with the story and everything of how it was going, believe me, they would have been like, "Oh, fuck this shit again. Fuck this shit." But deep down inside, people wanted the game to stay like that. Then it goes to this, and they're upset. Not a lot of people, but there is a majority of them that are upset. Like they're like, that was a good game, or is a good game. Like Dirty hasn't played it, so I'm not ruining anything. I'm just talking about the game itself, like how fun it was and stuff. That game, I'm telling you, it could be its own game. It could actually be if they didn't include the last part with the end. If they just cut that out, that could have been its own game. It could have been something like how everybody wanted that fucking thing from Konami. What's that shit? PT. This could have been its own game, a new franchise from Capcom, but they made it into I think this game was meant to be a reboot. I think this was meant to be a reboot, and they kind of changed it up at the end. But it's one of the best Resident Evils I have ever played. 2 is my favorite, Resident Evil 2, but I have to say this is my second favorite, this game. This is my second favorite, and then it goes to, I would say 4, and then it would go to 1, and then go to, I think did I like 5 more than 6, or I like 6 more than 5? I think I like 6 more than 5. I think. I'm not sure. Those were about a tie. I like 5 and 6 about the same. I liked 6, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people were just bitching a bitch about it. I think they liked it though, and And with this new direction, it's different. They actually, but they did it good. I would definitely say of the whole series, this is the most scariest game. I don't get scared of games, but I say this game made me fucking jump at times. Like, but the only thing I didn't like about it, this is the only thing that ruins the scares when they're about to scare you. You start seeing the little meter going, and you catch on to that after a while. Like in the beginning game, you don't know about the meter, the little meter going. You're not really paying attention to that. You see it going, but you don't think nothing of it. But then you start to notice every time the meter goes, something's gonna happen.
Okay.
That's where they ruined it. They should have got rid of that little fucking meter. Cut that motherfucker out. Don't show the meter. Don't show that. That's where they ruin the scares after a while, because you catch on. You're gonna see the meter going. You know something's gonna happen. But wow, the beginning of that game, like how the girlfriend's coming at him, and then the dad through the whole game. Now the end boss fight, I will say, was a little weak, but it was cool. It was still cool, but it was weak. I say the best boss fights, I would say the ones I really liked was I liked all of them, but I'd say the girlfriend in the beginning. I don't know if you count that as a boss fight, but it was a fight. The dad, of course, and the mother was fucking nuts. That was cool what she was doing. Like, it's a fantastic game. These people saying, oh, it's only 5 hours, they're playing it on fucking easy mode. Come on. Like if you played that game on actual like hard mode, like I didn't get to play it on that mode, I'm sure it'd be a fucking long game. Same thing with normal. It's a decent length, and normal you'll fight that boss a few times. I don't know where people come up with these estimated times for games, but you got to take into consideration a game is different for every person. When I was playing the boss fights, I was dying a lot. Do they not count that shit on time of beat the game? Like, did they not say, oh, I spent a fucking hour playing the fucking boss, or 2 hours? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I played Wolfenstein on Uber, it took like fucking 3-4 hours to beat that last boss. And what do I not count that? Do I not count that time? Like, I don't get it. How do you do it, Dirty?
I mean, I just count it. You know what I'm saying? I don't go by it's the game is only 6 hours. Okay, if it's 6 hours, then you're running through the game. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the developer said, hey, the game is 6 hours, but is you really going to beat it in 6 hours? No, because you're going to run into obstacles. You're going to run into puzzles you can't solve right away, and you die a couple of times. So that put into factor that the game is 6 hours, but it's actually longer, because those are the obstacles you got to go through with any game, unless you're playing Pac-Man or something.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take consideration how long it took you to beat the game. If I sat here and said, okay, I know where everything is, I know how to do every puzzle in the amount of no time at all, because I know how to do it. Like I said, everything is, where to go. Yeah, then the game's maybe fucking 6 hours or 5 hours. But if you don't know, I mean, I don't think it's like these people with their estimated times of how long they are fucking off and out their mind. Like, that game is the perfect length for a Resident Evil game. It's just as long as any other one. I'm sorry. And if you played it on the harder mode, which I don't know it's not called hard. It has another name for it. That would probably take you a long time, just saying. But yeah, Resident Evil 7 gave approval. I think it's going to be one of them games that could probably stand out. That could be my game of the year. That could be my game of the year. They could. That's a good possibility. That motherfucker was good. Like, I had fun with that.
Yeah, I can't wait to pick that game up too.
But we got another UFC coming out this year, so that could be my game of the year. But I can't give UFC game of the year every year. I don't want to give if it's like the same as, because I have a feeling it's gonna be the same because it's coming out so close. But unless they improve that motherfucker a lot. But Resident Evil right now, I know it's early, it's real early, and that's the first big game, but like, look at last year. Look at the years before. Like, we didn't get that many great games like Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get that many games that stood out. You got Alien Isolation. This is me talking, my opinion. You got Evil Within, which a lot of people hated. I thought that if you want to If you want an old school Resident Evil, if you're bitching
That was
about that,
good.
go play The Evil Within and shut your
Re-
fucking mouth.
The
That's your old school Resident Evil. That's
Evil
even
Within was
by
the
the
awesome one.
original creator. That's even by the original creator. And
Yep.
there's your old school Resident Evil. You got one this generation. You're just not fucking playing it, you know. Resident Evil 7. Now, you're gonna wait? Or you didn't get it right? Or are you gonna wait on it? Or
Nah, I'm gonna pick it up. It probably be another week or something like that. It's a few back catalogs I've been, picking up for like the 3DS. I think I got like maybe 2 more games I want to pick up for the Wii U. Older titles that I didn't get a chance to buy. So I'm just making my back catalog. And plus, I don't got that much money. I mean, I got bills and stuff. So, but when you have,
but you know what's funny, Dirty? Me and you buy games. Like we actually I know people on here that buy games too, but there's very, very few of them that actually say, "Oh, I'm going to get this game and get it." Usually they're waiting for it to be peanuts before they get it, or if they ever do get it. But this year I think I'm going to be a little bit. Now that I got the 3DS and I'm enjoying that, I'm going to be buying games for that. I've been, like I said, I've played that 3DS a lot lately. I know it's a new system to me, but there's I never played one, so I got a lot of games that I want to play on that thing that I'm getting into. But I always hear people say, "Oh, I'm gonna get this game, I'm gonna get that game." They never fucking get it. Majority of them. But I think too at the same time, Watch Dogs. I found Watch Dogs 2 really cheap. I could have got it for $21 physical or something at Best Buy. But I thought of it. I was like, I got all these other games to play. I'm not buying more games, even with all these ones coming out like Horizon and Ghost Recon will be a for sure day one buy. I did not get to play the beta, but that game looks awesome and it's good. I figured it'd be good. Did you play Ghost Recon?
No, I didn't play the beta.
Okay, so you didn't get to play it either, but it looks good. That's a day one buy for me. I can just look at that game and say I'm buying it day one. I'll put that much trust into it. I was already planning to get Ghost Recon, but I'm not just going to buy games just because there's a big game coming out. I'm going to make sure that game's something is going to be enjoyable. For Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm probably going to get it day one, but I'm just not sure. The only thing I'm worried about Guerrilla Games, they don't make great games. They don't. They make pretty games and they suck. I was never a fan of Killzone. Never a fan of Killzone. And I really can't think of much else that they did other than Killzone. They're just not really that great of a developer to me. Do you like Guerrilla Games, Dirty? Or
they kind of fell off because I didn't get a chance to beat Killzone 3. I played through it, but I didn't get a chance to beat it. But Killzone 2 was pretty good. And I love Killzone 1 that was on the PS2. But yeah, this the one for the PlayStation 4 is totally, it's just different, man. It wasn't like 2 or the original. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
And I got it sitting over here. I think let me see. I got the motherfucker, and I just don't. I played it when it was on the multiplayer. The free weekend, they did a lot of free weekends with Killzone when it came out. They were really trying to get motherfuckers to buy this game. They were really trying. And I played the multiplayer. It was really pretty, but there was nothing to it. It was very dull. I can't say anything more than that. It was a dull. It's just wasn't there. Is that the best way I can describe it? The feeling of a good game, the feeling of fun just wasn't there.
It
wasn't there. And that was the problem I had with it. I was like, okay. And I was like, well, are they going to do the single player free? And that's the reason I bought it, to play the single player. But I have no urge to ever play it. I paid $11 for it, $10. I just don't have the urge to play it. I don't know. And to me, I always seen Killzone. The only other one I ever played was Killzone 3, and it wasn't Killzone 3 multiplayer, wasn't it split screen or something where you could play do the quest together.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if I'm thinking correctly. You could in that game, I was playing it with my buddy's son, I was staying at his house, and his son had it, and I was playing Killzone. I think it was the third one, I believe, and I just didn't like it. I didn't care for it, and I always looked at Killzone like Sony's game to Halo. Like I always thought that was like their game to stand up to Halo, and it don't stand up to Halo. It don't.
Nah.
It just don't. And Guerrilla Games, they're not good. They're not a good developer. I'm sorry. They don't have much either. I don't know how they're just going to come out with this masterpiece of a game. It looks awesome. I'm not saying it don't, but I'll be real surprised if that game's just like mind blowing. But if it's, I'm saying like there's a good chance I'm gonna get a day one, but because it looks good. But I'm like Killzone 4 looked good too. Like you watch the trailer, like wow, that looks fucking cool and beautiful, but it sucks when you play it. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Like let's just keep it real, people. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, I'll say it again here. I think that's going to be an upset. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm just not buying games just to buy them when I have a bunch of games sitting there. I've been for the past, this whole generation, I've just been buying games. And I'm just like loading up on games. Like I have so many digital games that I have not played. Like The Witcher 3 that I've played it, but I'm not done with it. I got the DLC. Sometimes I forget games I have. Like, I forget that I have Dragon Age and all those games. Like, I've never played. They're just sitting on there. And then I got games over there that I forget about. I'm like, I'm just not going to keep buying games. And then I want to get a Switch. So I'd rather save my money and get my Switch. Because there's a lot of games I do want to play on there. Like ARMS, when that comes out. I want Mario Kart Deluxe 8. Or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I loved Mario Kart. Before I got rid of my Wii U, that's all I played was Mario Kart 8, and I played Smash Brothers. But Mario Kart 8, that's one game I can play. Like, I'm playing Mario Kart 7, just having a blast. Like, I like Mario Kart. Yeah. I like the Diddy Kong Racing. I wish they'd make it, but because I like that more than Mario Kart, but I'll settle for Mario Kart. But yeah, I'm going to put my money for my Switch. I've been real busy at work. Next week we're going to be working days and nights. So I know I should have the money for a Switch. I'm not sure because I got other things to take care of. I can't just put everything towards video games all the time.
Yeah, it's just the same way here because I pre-ordered the Switch. So, I want to pick up the Switch. I want to pick up, at least I pre-ordered Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Switch. I also pre-ordered Breath of the Wild for the
don't whatever you say, don't fucking say, don't say Bomberman. Don't say it. Don't say you pre-ordered Bomberman. Don't do it. I hate
I pre-ordered the Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Switch and the Wii U.
Oh, okay, so you get both copies.
Yeah. I might not, open up or play the Wii U version, but I do want the Wii U version because that's what it started out on until they moved it to the Switch. So I'm like, okay, if I'm getting it for the Switch, that's the one I'm gonna be playing. I want to buy the Pro controller. So
hold on. Well, say your thing first. I want to ask you something about that Pro controller, but say what you're saying.
No, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I haven't really grabbed Resident Evil day one. I was like, I'll probably grab it in another week or something like that.
What's your thought? And two, with Horizon, are you getting it day one?
I want to get it day one because it looked interesting, but I don't know any story to it or what's going on in the world. It's that have they put anything out to say like what she's fighting for or why these
there's not much. That's the thing, they're not saying much. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, I see her fighting these robot dinosaurs and that's all I see. Like, I don't get the whole premises to it. I don't know. Like, you think there'd be more about this game at this time, but to be fair, I really haven't looked because I don't want to spoil it, but I would like to know something. I do look, but I don't look at the same time, if that makes sense. I try, like with Resident Evil 7. The reason I enjoyed that game so much, I didn't look at shit for that game. I played the demo, and that was about it. Like, I didn't look anymore. I looked at that demo pretty much. I played the demo, and that was it. I didn't go look like a dumbass at the fucking website and look at, Oh, it says spoiler for the ending. Hold on, let me see what this is, and then get spoiled. No, Dave didn't do dumb shit like that, like some people. You know, like let's just be real. like who would fucking spoil a game like that? Like, why would you ruin a game like that? Who knows? They do it though. But I totally like if you're getting a Switch, like that'd be a priority. I would say fuck it. I'd worry about my Switch and games for that because that's the only thing that sucks buying a new console. Like I just got the 3DS, now I want games for it. So that kind of puts other shit on hold. But I'll still, if Horizon is good, Dave will buy it day one.
Yeah, I would definitely, I would still buy it day one. I mean, I do want the game, but I just want to know, was there any more information about the story or, you know, what's going on? I just don't want to game, a pretty game just because it looked pretty. That's not me. I was never about give me eye visuals. You know what I'm saying? If you give me eye visuals, that's cool. But you know, I want gameplay and story. I want all that mixed in with it. Just don't give me a pretty ass game and I'm just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm stabbing myself in the chest just to finish this game because it's fucking boring. You know, so.
And somebody's asking if I banned them. No, I did not ban you. If that's what I didn't even know that happened, to be honest with you. I didn't ban nobody on this stream. I don't know. Maybe Frozen did. I don't know. I think he's moderating. But I'll talk to him if that's what happened. I didn't know. I just seen your message, and you know who I'm talking to. Like I'm not saying their name.
Yeah. Now you say you're gonna ask me a question or something about the Switch or something, or the controller?
I was gonna ask you about the Pro controller because there's a lot of people going on about this $80 Pro controller. And me and you were talking. The reason I believe it's so expensive, and I could be wrong on this. I didn't look into it on this, so I'm just quote me if I'm wrong. But is the HD Rumble, is that only in the Joy-Cons, or is that actually in the Pro controller too?
I heard it's also in the Pro controller.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's a new technology that's more money. And that maybe why that controller is expensive. I could be wrong. I'm just saying that's my theory with that.
I'll put it like this. Okay. Listen up, people. This is video games. When you want a new PlayStation 3 controller, how much are you paying? If you wanted a different color, you're paying what? $10 extra. You got a Elite controller that's $150. You have limited edition ones that's $69.99, $74 when you go to Best Buy to get these the Uncharted or the Halo Guardian edition controller. You paying $10 to $15 more just for a color scheme. That's it. A color scheme. You paying $10 to $15 more to add freaking patterns of colors on your controller. And here you have a new controller that has HD Rumble, which is new technology that is in nothing else but the Switch. You have gyro. You have motion control built in it. You have AR, the AR sensor camera built into the Joy-Cons as well. So yeah, all that technology is going to add up in a controller. You got a controller that's doing all this different stuff. It's going to be expensive. Yeah, we're not looking at $49 PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 controllers anymore. It's like y'all want the tech. Y'all want stuff to be innovative, but when it comes down to paying for it, you don't want to pay for it. You still want the old price we was paying for 15, 20 years ago. That's out the window now.
Well, and it's the same thing with the PlayStation virtual reality, the PSVR. People say, oh, you know, it looks cool, but that's still high priced. Well, let's look at the other VR. Let's look at the Oculus and let's look at the HTC. That is the lowest one of the bunch. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but the HTC is the highest, I believe, at like $800-900. Then you got the Oculus at $600-700. You know, even I think it's like $600, but you put tax on that shit, it's like $700. You got the PS4 PSVR for $400, you don't have to buy the 500 bundle. But if you want all the accessories, you do. If you might already have a Move, but you most likely want that $500 bundle. But that's still cheaper than the rest of them, and it's new technology. They're not going to give you new technology for $200, $300. Yeah, you could say, oh, the Wii was cheap, but at the same time, the Wii was SD. There's a lot of things that made that console why it was so cheap. It had new technology with the movement stuff, but at the same time, it had old technology like SD. It didn't have HD. It wasn't that fucking powerful. It didn't have a fucking big hard drive. Think of that. Not saying the Switch has a big ass hard drive. I'm saying that technology is probably expensive for what it is. That whole HD rumble. And I think it's cool. I'm one, I'll say again, I like the whole rumble triggers on the Xbox One. That's why I prefer that console. I like rumble features. Like with the N64, the rumble pack, I thought that was fucking cool. I'm not big on the motion controls and stuff like that, but when it comes to rumble features and Forza and I'm hitting corners and I'm feeling that shit in my triggers, fuck yeah. That is cool. I'm feeling the car stutter and shit. That's awesome. I'm sorry.
And that's cool. I like that. I like how Xbox did that with the trigger. I remember when the Xbox was just about to come out and they was talking about the controller, and they said the feedback on the triggers. I'm like, I was trying to figure out damn, that's kind of cool. You could feel that and I'm sitting there with my 360 controller and pressing on the trigger and man, if I could just feel feedback from this, that'd be awesome. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to look at the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One controllers. They're what, at $59.99? That's just for
it really depends, because I've seen the Gears of War regular controller for the Xbox One. I think that's $70 or maybe a little more.
Yeah, it's that's why I say it's $70.
You got, hold on. Then you got the Elite controller sitting at $150. Then you got the Gears of War Elite controller sitting at $200. So no, they're not the most expensive of the bunch. The Pro controller. The one thing a lot of people have to understand: these companies are here to make money, whether you like it or not. I know a lot of people think that the gaming companies are just here to fucking please us and give us shit for free, but it don't work that way. It doesn't. It's not. Gaming is an expensive hobby. Sorry. I listen to everybody bitching about the Switch, but their biggest argument with the Switch is the $300 price point. They're all like, oh, well, in Canada, it's going to be $400, $500, or in America, $300. Fuck, it's a new console. What do you think? They're going to give you that shit for free? What are you talking about? I don't listen to, then they say, no. There's not a lot of games. Well, if there isn't a lot of games and it's too much fucking money, why the fuck are you going on video after video after video after video about it? If it sucks that bad. If it sucks that bad, you shouldn't even care about it. You shouldn't even fucking want it. You shouldn't be bitching about the price, because you probably ain't buying it because you don't like the games that are coming. But why do you keep why are you so stuck on the price, and why do you keep bitching about everything? Because you want the motherfucker. Just tell the truth. But you don't have the money to do it. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, this I'm gonna have to explain it to the people again. Nintendo never came out and said that this console was going to be $250. These were rumors. Everything we heard about the Switch was a rumor, and the only way to confirm it is when we seen Nintendo presentation a couple of weeks ago. Now, everybody was getting hyped up on, oh, it's going to be 250. It's going to be 250. Oh, that's going to be awesome. No, that was a rumor. You got hyped on a rumor. I told Dave this, and I'm pretty sure I said it in one of his podcasts or somebody else's podcast I was in. I'm looking for this thing to be 300 tops, starting off at 300. If it so happened to be 250, that's excellent. But my mind was, this is going to be 300 because you got the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, you got its fucking guts in a tablet. and you can walk around with this thing and go anywhere with it with the guts of a console. You can bring it back home, put it in a slot, and finish playing it on your TV. Who the fuck gonna place that for $250 when we went out and brought a Wii U for $350? So how the hell you go buy a $350 Wii U and expect the Switch, which is, they say, what, 3 times as powerful than the Wii U, and you want it to be $250, but you brought the Wii U for $350? You fucking kidding me? I'm like, is y'all crazy? Like, do y'all remember what y'all purchased? Do y'all remember the prices? So for the people in Canada that's upset and mad, oh, we gotta pay this because it should have been $250. You motherfuckers got a PlayStation 4 in your living room. You got an Xbox One in your living room. So you done paid $500 to $600 for that. So why is you tripping off the Switch?
That don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. To me, it's just like Jordan, the deformed ninja. He can stay in the chat. Like people like that can stay. I mean, I don't want to block Jordan, guys, like because he is crying lately that I blocked him. So just leave him in the chat. I don't care. It's fine. I don't want these. Well, I'm gonna go in all that in just a second. Just let me and shout out to Resurrection. Hold on. Shout out to you, DRR Sports Network, Derek Fisher, Kazooie, Jay Centuries. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry. I just haven't done podcasts in a while, and I forget the chat. Procrastination, Dexter K. Shout out Justin Wheeler again. Shout out to you guys. It's my bad. We're just rambling on and I'm forgetting. I switch my screens and I forget. But yeah, the Switch, I just think there's a lot of like complaints that just don't make any sense. I think people are bitching about this console that just can't afford it. I really do. I'm just saying, like, I think people thought that this thing was going to be like $200, $250. I was one of them that was guessing that price point. But when you really come down and think about it, this is a new console. Like it's new, whether it's not up to par to the PS4 or whatever. It still has technology in it that's new, that costs money. It is what it is.
And I'll put it like this too. When they said that, we can the Switch can get, majority of third-party games from the PlayStation for Xbox One, you still was expecting to pay $250? But you went out and brought a Wii U for $350. Like that don't make sense. That's just like that's just like we brought the well, I ain't gonna put the PS3 in there because the PS3 was more expensive. That's like you going to buy the Xbox 360 and we paid what, $300 for that.
I paid $450 for the Xbox 360 day one. Wasn't that like close to $450? Because I bought my brother one too. I remember pre-ordered that bitch at Blockbuster. I think with tax and everything, it was like $450. I got the good model of it. I think there was 2 different models. I can't remember everything, but I think it was. And I know the Xbox 360 was about $400 or $450. That's what I paid for it. So I remember sitting there with my girlfriend at the time, and I pre-ordered one, and then they had an extra one. My brother wanted one, and she ended up buying it for him and sending it up there. And same thing with the PS3. We saw 2 of them sitting we got my nephews a fucking Wii, and then I'm sitting there looking at the case, and PS3's 280 gigs are sitting over there fucking bought them like that. It was like over $1,000, like $1,300 or more was spent on that. But those were expensive consoles. Those weren't cheap.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
The Wii was the cheap one. The Wii was like $200 or something like that, $250. I think it was $200. But like that had new technology in it. But if everything else was fucking old, you know what I'm saying? Like it was SD. I don't think it had a big hard drive. It was just like your basic shit, but it had, you can do the motion control shit. And I was watching it.
Dave, your audio is a little shaky, like your voice is like a shaky robot.
Is the audio messed up?
Okay, it's fine now. There you go.
Okay. But thanks. I was watching Nintendo Ultra play I believe Twilight Princess. I never played that one.
Hmm.
And I think I think he's playing the Wii version of whatever game of Zelda they had. And I was like, that shit looks good. Like I was like, that looks fun. I then that's where I feel like I fucked up missing out on that console. I just didn't like the motion. Like to me, it looked like they forced you into motion controls, and I didn't like that. The thing with the Switch, they're giving you the option. Now arms is really cool. Like I want to do that and fight like that, but you don't have to. There's an option that you click it off, and you can use the Pro controller or your regular Joy-Con together. You don't have to use that. So they're not forcing you into motion controls, and that was my issue with the Wii. You had to like swing your fucking controller for Manhunt, I think, or do certain shit for
Yeah.
certain games. Like, cause I think it was Manhunt. I played the backwards compatibility on the Wii U, and they were making me do shit with the Wii mode. I wasn't into the Wii mode. I wasn't. Game or like the boxing on the Wii, I would have liked that, but I don't want to do that with every game, and they're not doing you like that with the Switch. The Switch is this. I would say look at the Switch more as a handheld than what it is. Like it's more of like it's like a console you can take on the go, And then all these people saying, "Oh, the graphics look the same as the Wii U." Bullshit. It has better graphics than the Wii U, And it's funny because my nephew was at GameStop, and he was looking into the Switch. He was wanting to pre-order it, and the GameStop employee said to him, he goes, "Oh," he says, "that's just like an updated Wii U that you can take on the go." So you got GameStop saying that shit now. It's like GameStop always had something against Nintendo. I don't know, I don't know what it is. Maybe because their prices of games always stay high. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They can't. You'd think they like that. I don't know. But do you feel GameStop has something against Wii U? Or not Wii U? I think they did have something against Wii U, but Nintendo in general.
I don't know if they have anything against Nintendo. It's just the people that they hire, they're really not gamers.
It might be just me because I got 3 GameStops in my local town, and it is just up here. It seems like in Florida it wasn't so much like that, but every time I go to GameStop, there's like only one person I can say there that likes, like the one guy I talked to, he loves Pokemon and all that, but everybody else is like totally negative about Nintendo. Like why? Like I saw somebody buying a Wii U one day there, and the guy's like, "Why are you buying this?" Like he's fucking asking the fucking customer why he's buying a Wii U. The motherfucker's making a sale, and he's asking him why he's buying the Wii U. I don't understand it.
You got to think about it. You have people that they don't know why they hate Nintendo. They just know other people hate Nintendo. So it's like they have to look at it as, oh, well, it's a few people over here, and I know a couple of buddies that don't care for Nintendo. Well, hell, I don't care for it either. You know what I'm saying? You have some people that's like that. You have some people that just grew out of Nintendo. They want Nintendo to change their ways. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't done it yet. So, but yeah, I mean, you have a lot of followers of people that just say they hate Nintendo because they know it's majority of people that say that they hate Nintendo. So they have to follow along with it. You know what I'm saying? Because as a gamer, I don't look at it as me hating another company. You know what I'm saying? If the company makes video games, make consoles, that's what I play. So why would I just come out and say, you know what, I hate Sony? Why would anybody buy a Sony product?
I don't hate Sony. I hate their fan base this generation. Like I'm talking about the ignorant fans that are just like going on and on, like they can't be stopped. They're just amazing. Everything that comes out is just like they're shit and gold. Like I just can't do it with them people no more because they don't even listen to reason at all. It's like if you're not talking positive about Sony, they don't want to hear you. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing that Sony is doing good. Don't get me wrong, they're doing good, and kudos to them. I clap for them. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it. It's for this generation. Next generation comes around, we don't know who would take over. Who will be number one? We don't know. Everybody put the original Wii down and said that That's going to be in last place. And look what happened to it. You could say, oh, it's because the casuals brought it or the soccer moms brought it. You could say all that you want. Nintendo came out on top. That's the main thing. They came out on top. It don't matter who brought it. Shit. Motherfucking Mufasa and Simba could have brought it. It came out on top. And everybody thought that the original Wii was going to be the last selling console, and they didn't.
Hold on, Dirty, I gotta take a piss. Carry it on. I just gotta take a piss real quick. Keep going.
So yeah, I put it like Sony is doing their thing, this generation, and like I say, kudos to them. Last generation, they was going neck and neck with Microsoft. I don't know if Microsoft came out in second and then the PlayStation 3. I'm not sure, but I can tell you one thing: that cheap ass original Wii beat the both of them. And a lot of people will try to say, "Oh, well, the Wii don't count. It don't count for that generation." Yes, it does. It was.
Yeah, I agree with you. It has to count. Like they got the sales. They won that generation. You can't take that away.
Now, when you look at this generation, Sony is doing their thing. Now, whenever the next generation comes out, who's to say it could be Microsoft going back on top? Or hell, it could be Nintendo jump back on top. See,
yeah.
that's what these gamers, well, not gamers, this is what these fanboys have to realize. Each generation is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Sony could do it next generation. They could have it 2 generations in a row. Now, what happens after that generation? It could just be a toss up, man. It's a toss up. These companies is not going to rule number one in every generation forever, and that's what they don't understand.
What's up, Poppy? Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. No company is going to stay on top. Like Sony has done pretty damn good ever since they came in the scene. They're always been like really relevant, but I'm just saying like they're, last generation when it came to the 360 and the PS3, some people could say Microsoft won, some people could say Sony won, but Microsoft did dominate when it came out of them too.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the generation, for sure. They didn't do the greatest with the first Xbox, but they did good with the 360. And the 360, from most people I knew, was the console of choice out of the two. The Wii was in its own little bracket, but the Wii did, if you match them all up in sales, the Wii won, whether you want to believe it or not. That's why I always say when you look at Nintendo and you look from the NES to Super Nintendo, the N64 to the GameCube to the Wii to the Wii U, take the Wii out of the equation and they have gone downhill in the home console market. It has their fan base has decreased, but I'm a longtime fan of Nintendo, and I get irritated with Nintendo sometimes because I know they have other titles that they just don't use and they always resort to Mario. That new Mario looks awesome, though. I am happy with the new Mario. It's like I'm being hypocritical at the same time, and it is what it is. But, like, you see these side-scrolling Marios coming out all the time, like, wow, they finally did. Since they're going to use Mario all the time, they finally used this Mario Odyssey, and it looks like the Mario 64 that I always wanted again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Mario jumping on shit, leaping up buildings. He's fucking Spider-Man, like, jumping on cars. It looks like he's in New York. It looks awesome. Like, it looks cool. Bowser's the pimp. It's cool.
And you know why? Yeah, you know why Odyssey looks like that? It's because Miyamoto took the ideas and let the young generation of Nintendo employees, game designers, actually come up with the idea for Mario Odyssey. He gave it to the young ones. He wasn't doing it. That's why you have a redefined fresh of Mario with this Odyssey. It looks different. He's in the real world now. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with So if
Mm.
Nintendo can let their young developers start doing this, coming up with new IPs, I'm pretty sure ARMS is from their younger development, and that's
Yeah,
what Nintendo got to
Arms
do.
is gonna be a good game. Like if you like fighting games and you want something different, it's gonna be good. Like that's gonna be a really good game. People are saying, "Oh, there's not a lot of content there." Yes, there is. It's just like your average fighting game when it comes to different stages, different characters. I mean, a fighting game's a fucking fighting game, but they're doing something different in this. You're gonna be able to move the controller. It's gonna be fun. I'm telling you, that would be. I'm more excited for that game than Zelda, even though I'm really excited for the new Zelda. But I just think ARMS is going to be that IP that people are going to chant when they actually play it. They're going to enjoy it. But you're going to have to. It's like you got to like sports games to play sports games. You got to like fighting games to like it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to use the motion control stuff. They give you the option where you don't have to use that. That's the difference from like the Wii. The Wii forced you into a lot of that shit. They're not. And I think the fucking Switch is going to be a good console as long as Nintendo supports it. Third party that's going to be tricky because it don't look like third parties on board as much as they say. I'm
You
just
know
being honest.
who's
Even
on
though
board?
on the Switch, I keep honesty. It don't look like third parties. Like they look like they're more there than they were with the Wii U, but there is some ones like EA looks like they're pulling some shit like, oh, like they said in one of their statements, well, we go where the fans go. Like that's meaning if the shit sells, we'll be there. But I think it'll do good. I just think I don't think third party will be there like most people want it to be there, but you're gonna get your exclusives and stuff. I think
You
what Nintendo did though was smart. Everybody's picking about the fucking the launch lineup. One thing they're not taking into consideration, or they just choose not to. Zelda is this Zelda that they made is, even though you could say, oh, it's on the Wii U, no, the good version's on the fucking Switch.
it is.
And I would want to play that on the Switch. I get what Dirty's saying. He wants to have both copies. That's fine. But like the version to play for me would be the Switch. But at the same time, the reason why Nintendo don't have the biggest lineup at launch is because they made it so where you always have something coming out that year. So when that comes out, then you got to look forward to Mario Kart. Then it goes to Splatoon. Then it goes to Mario. There's always something coming out. Like that was smart of them instead of blowing their load right at the beginning of the year and hoping that third party's there. That's where they fucked up with the Wii U. They blew their load. They threw out all them third party games, all their shit in the beginning, and they had nothing because third party done fucked them. So this time they didn't do that. They have games right behind each other instead of throwing out your big load right at launch and coming out with this killer launch. Because the Wii U had a good launch, whether you want to believe it, anybody wants to believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. But they fucked themselves too with that good launch. They fucking used all their ammo. They didn't do that this time. They're making sure that those gaps aren't there. So would you agree with that, Dirty, or no?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you. The Switch doesn't have the best lineup, but it has Zelda. If you're not a Zelda fan, then yeah, I guess it's got to be the worst launch lineup in history for you. But you got to think about it too. When you go and look at that list, you still have games coming out in March. The Switch come out March 3rd. You still have games that's coming out in the middle and the end of March, from April to the end of April. You know what I'm saying? May, June, July. So if you're looking for, if you just want Breath of the Wild, you got it. Then at the next month, I think you're looking at Mario Kart, and I think you're looking at ARMS. Then you're looking at Splatoon. And who's to say maybe after Splatoon, you're probably going to get Pikmin 4. Because remember, Miyamoto said that.
I forgot about that.
He already said that Pikmin 4 is damn near finished. And he said that last year. And what happened? We didn't get it on the Wii U. So, of course.
There was talks of a Diddy Kong Racing coming. I think that's in the works, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just look at the list, because the list is being updated at least once a week. They done added, maybe 5 to 6 more games on it. The list is now big now. when you look
Yeah,
at
it's definitely gonna be. It's gonna be. They got shit going right for the first year. I'll say that. That's going to be good. It's the second year that, let's see how they do the second. The first year I think is going to be good of the Switch. And I'm hoping the second one will be too. I'm all for the Switch. A lot of people are against it, and I know it might surprise people that I'm for it, but like I said many a times, I grew up on Nintendo. I like Nintendo, guys. It's not that I don't like Nintendo. I was just very disappointed with the Wii U. It wasn't that the Wii U was a bad console. They just didn't support it. They didn't do things right. They counted on third party, and third party wasn't there. This time they're not counting on they are and they aren't. They got their shit covered if third party don't don't do what they're gonna do. See, the thing with Nintendo, they're dropping Zelda at launch, like I said. And people say, well, I don't like Zelda. Well, what the fuck are you doing on a Nintendo console if you don't like Zelda? Like, one thing to do with Nintendo, if you don't like Mario, you don't like Zelda, you don't like Donkey Kong, get the fuck off, because that's what you're going to get a majority of the time. The reason you buy a Nintendo console is the majority of the time for their games. Back in the day on Super Nintendo, yeah, you could say third party, but the one thing, like I said in my video, you got to accept Nintendo for who they are. They're not that company back in Super Nintendo NES days. They're not. And I mean, to me, I always liked Nintendo games. I've always enjoyed them. Like, there wasn't like any games I really didn't like, like when I bought, like, one thing I did like about the Wii U, which isn't really a good thing, but it is at the same time, the Wii U didn't have many games, like they had a lot of droughts, but those droughts forced me into games that I wouldn't have played that I actually ended up liking, like Pikmin 3. I would have never played Pikmin. I would have never gave that game the time of day, but I ended up playing it because there wasn't nothing to play, and I ended up really liking it. And that was the thing I'm saying. Like, it's a negative that it didn't have no games, but at the same time, it was good because I tried shit I would have normally tried. And that's what's going on with the 3DS right now. I'm playing games I normally wouldn't play just to play something different but other than when I bought it for Pokemon and Zelda. I'm giving like Monster Hunter a try, Generations. I'm playing I'm gonna get probably Bravely Default. I'm gonna give those games a chance just to try it, and I'll probably end up liking them. Nintendo doesn't put out shit products. That's one thing they don't do. But they are very children orientated. They are. You can definitely see that on the 3DS, but it's still an enjoyable handheld, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it more than the Wii U. I do, because of the reason why is because of they support it. It's supported. But yeah, that's basically well, we were going to talk a little bit about, I guess they did leak the specs of like, guys, I haven't done a podcast in a while, so that's why I'm talking about some old things like this. It's not really that old, but they did leak the specs of the Switch, the size of the Joy-Cons, the weight, and all that stuff. But Dirty, you said they didn't really tell what kind of chip it is exactly. Like,
yeah, that's mainly what a lot of people was looking
they got
to
the
see.
NVIDIA custom Tegra processor that but they don't really say exactly which one. That's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, a lot of people trying to figure out, is it the Tegra 1, the Tegra 2, or is it in between both? Or
Do you know Poppy, or you're in the live chat? Poppy usually knows shit like that. I'm not a tech guy. That's why I don't get into the specs too much when it comes to certain things. But they said the max resolution is a 10 or 19 by 20 by 1080, 60 frames via HDMI for TV mode. I think it's be like 720 for your handheld mode. But they say it looks really good. Like, everybody that's been playing the Switch at these events and stuff have said it's really good. Like, it's a comfortable controller in your hands, the Joy-Cons. They said it's really fucking good. Like,
yeah.
According to Game Informer and representative from Nintendo, confirmed the Switch will allow a 2 terabyte micro SD XC cards. That's cool. I mean, it's going to be cool. Like, I think it's going to be, a decent console. Like, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to definitely outshine the Wii U. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what's crazy, Dave, is a lot of people was saying, why the Wii U and why the Switch only have like, 30, was it 36 gigs of memory, or like hard drive space. And I had my Wii U day one, and I just ran out of that what was it, 30 some gigabytes of hard drive space on the
Well,
Wii
that's
U.
the thing. The difference in the Wii U to the I don't mean to cut you off, but the difference in the Wii U to the PS4 and the Xbox One is when you put that disc in, it don't have to install itself. It's running off the disc. If that was the difference. That's what I liked. You didn't have to use all your space. These games, we're installing these games and all these updates and everything is all just taking up your fucking hard drive space. That's
Yeah.
but go on with what you were saying. That's I just before I forgot, I didn't want to lose that.
If they would have put a 500 gigabyte, let's say, in the Switch, I mean that'd have been cool. But do you really need it at the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically cartridge. You're not installing anything. You're basically just going to have your updates for games or DLC on there. And then once you're ready to, upgrade to expand it, then you can go buy your micro SD card, you know what I'm saying, for maybe a 256 or something like that, and just plop it in there, and you're good to go.
Oh, okay.
So when you look at it, it kind of like balance it. It kind of balance out because you can go buy a PlayStation right now, and you put like 4 to 5 games on there, you have no more hard drive space. So now you got to go out and buy a hard drive. You know what I'm saying? With the Switch and the Wii U, you didn't have to go out and buy nothing. Even though you had the smallest amount of memory, you didn't really have to buy anything unless you like buying digital games. And just like I said, I just not ran out of memory on the Wii U, and I had it since day one launch.
Well, and that's the thing with the PS4. I got a 2 terabyte in mine, and I'm fucking always still like when I had my 50 gig. I'm sitting there and uninstalling games to play games. Now I'm with 2 terabytes doing the fucking same thing. Now with the Xbox, I got the 500 gig, and I got the 4 terabyte. Which is great news for Sony. They just I don't know when the actual update takes into effect, but you can now put external hard drives on your PS4 and your PS4 Pro, which is great because you need at least 4 terabytes for these fucking three minimum, but 4 terabytes you're fucking good. But at 2 terabytes, I'm having to uninstall games and do that like when I had 50 gigs, and that shit sucks. And I'm like, damn, now they do this update, so I'm gonna go buy a 4 terabyte and have a 2 terabyte, my bitch, and I'll be fucking excellent with the PS4. I'll buy another 4 terabyte and hook that bitch into that. I don't care. I think I can do that. I'm not a tech guy, but I'm sure I can. But let's get into the
only did that. I say I'm so happy Sony finally
it only took about 4 years, but they did it, Dirty. They did it.
I'm sitting here. I refuse to go out and buy a 2 terabyte hard drive to put in my PlayStation and have to update it and re-put everything back on there. I was like, no,
it's such a pain in the ass. Like it was such a pain. It's not hard. It's not. TechRev helped me do it, but it's not terrible. But it's just a pain. It's annoying. That's all it is. If you're a person that's used to doing all that shit, then it don't bother you. But to me, I like convenience, and that's not convenient at all. The fucking Xbox One, I plugged that bitch in, and then there it was, done deal. You hit one button, and it's ready to go.
And since I had mine, but I got a 4 terabyte for the Xbox One, and I got it. I've had it for a year now, and all the games that I have on there that I've been buying and digital download, I'm at 42 or 41%, and I got a lot of freaking games on there, and for a whole year I'm only at 41%.
Yeah, I mean, I have more than enough room on my fucking Xbox, but my PlayStation, it's out of room again. But I mean, it's still better 2 terabytes than 500 gigs by a long shot. Like I might just leave it how it is and just be fine. But I'm probably gonna buy another 4 terabyte, or at least a 3 terabyte. I'll probably get a 4 terabyte. So if you're gonna buy a 3 terabyte, you might as well get a 4. It's 100. I paid 120. You probably find on sale for 100.
Yep.
Whatever brand I got, I can't remember. Another thing I'm going to talk about. Well, let's go into the PS4 Pro, or what do you want to talk about? GameStop lying to people. I forgot about that one. Or do you want to talk about the PS4 Pro update 4. What we discussed a little bit right now? Guess we'll keep going with that. PS4 Pro update 4.5 and boost mode. So the 4.5 update that they're doing, is pretty much going to be custom backgrounds. And there's some people saying, oh, well, cheering about custom backgrounds, which Grimpachi had. I watched a part of Grimpachi's video. Shout out to Grimpachi. He don't understand why people are, happy about something they already had. But at the same time, when you don't have it for going on 4 years and you're getting it back, you can be happy about it. But at the same time, I understand what Grim's saying. I do. I get what he's saying. But at the same time, like, if Microsoft was doing some shit like this and they had custom backgrounds and it was taken away and then they were happy about getting it, the Sony guys would be laughing at them. It'd be the same thing. They'd be calling them out. I noticed one thing, PlayStation never gets called out on their bullshit. And I do, that's where I agree with Grim. They do need to get called out on their bullshit. So you're getting external HD support with the update, which is really cool. Custom wallpapers, which is cool, which we just mentioned. Quick menu refresh, that's cool. Simplified notification list, that's cool. Post on PlayStation Network activity feeds. 3D Blu-rays on PSVR, that's cool. Not everything is with the PS. I think everything's with the PS4, the vanilla and the other than the whole boost mode. I think everything you can do other than boost mode. You can do the external hard drive, custom backgrounds, all that. But the boost mode is just for the PS4 Pro, which I find that's why you might have noticed why I put a question mark on that. And the reason I'm putting a question mark on boost mode is so now it's no longer called Pro Update patches. Now it's boost mode, or like I'm a little lost. And the reason I put the question mark too is I was looking at the first person I actually heard it from was Broken Games. I'm not a huge fan of Broken Games, but I will say the guy has a decent podcast, and it's mainly because who he's got in it. He's got Jack Move, he's got Bond, he's got all these bigger YouTubers in one podcast. Of course, that's gonna be big. That's like if you take the fucking Dream Team and NBA and you put them all together, you got a good basketball team. It is what it is. I'm not saying they're all a dream team. They're not all dream team members. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Hard 8. I can't listen to him talk. It drives me nuts after a while. But sometimes I'll watch him. It's like very rare, but if it's a big topic, I'll if he's up in my feed, I'll watch him. I don't hate anybody. But I might not like somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. But he did report on the PS4. He was the first one I heard that said it. And the interesting thing I heard him say when he came to the PS4 Boost mode, he's like, now you can't use it on, you can use it on all the games, but he says certain games may not have a pro patch or something, so they may run strangely or something like that, he said. And what he meant to say is they will run fucked up, probably worse than the game runs by itself without that. That's what he meant to say. So this little boost mode, I'm assuming, is going to fuck up a lot of games if you have it on. It's not going to run like all these games great like you think. Just the ones that probably have the pro patch. So these other ones might run better. There's a chance it's like a half and half thing. They might run a lot better with all these crazy frame rates, and there's going to be some times where the game runs like complete shit if you have it on. So let's keep it real and say the truth. That's why I didn't like it. You could tell he's a fanboy right when he was talking there, like of Sony. He did. Now, if that was Microsoft, he'd been like, yeah, some games you turn on the fucking boost mode, runs like complete dog shit, worse than the original version of it. They won't say that when it comes to Sony. And that's the funny thing. But what's your thoughts of this whole PS4 Pro update, Dirty?
I'm just happy for the that I can actually go buy a USB hard drive and plug it in now. You know, it's something simple and easy to do. You know, I'll have to keep deleting games and adding games back, you know, onto the 500 gig hard drive. This whole thing with the boost, um,
And they're dirty. Okay.
it's garbage. That's all I can say, man. It's garbage. It, this this PlayStation Pro
It's a
should have been.
letdown. I mean,
It,
I don't think,
it,
I'm sure
it
it's
should
good in
have
some ways,
been.
but if that was Microsoft that did shit like that, where it was having games run worse than the original versions of the game, people will be calling their asses out. But it's not happening with Sony because Sony can do no wrong. Now, like I said, I'm sure the Pro has some, you know, with certain games it does great. And it's probably a really cool console. People that are normal, I'll talk with them about the Pro and get, you know, but these, I watch a lot of these fanboys, they don't say the real shit. They keep it to the side. It's kind of bullshit because if that was Microsoft, like I said, they'd be calling out. They're like, "Oh, Watch Dogs is running worse with the Xbox Pro patch or whatever it was called, the Pro." I'm saying, like, they would call that shit out in a heartbeat, and they don't do it with Sony. It's like Sony's like, you know, they keep the earmuffs on where you don't hear. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not saying that shit. You know, we're not hearing that shit. You know, come on, let's be real. But with
Yeah,
the Pro patch too, I also want to mention this too. It has, I guess, it's weeks to come, more information with more stuff. They're going to have additional info, additional features that are coming, but those are the main features that are coming. But we don't know a specific date. I believe, I don't think from this. I'm reading this off of this is off of PlayStation.blog, so that's what it is. But what were you saying, Dirty?
nah, it's just, man, this PlayStation Pro thing, man, it shouldn't even be on the shelves. To be honest, I have no hate for the PlayStation. I own a PlayStation 4. Will I upgrade to a PlayStation Pro? Nope. Because to me, the PlayStation Pro shouldn't even be on the shelves. There's nothing wrong with these games we are playing. I'm not going to go out and spend another $400, and I'm definitely not going to go out and trade in my consoles and get $115 for it. Hell no.
Hold on, there's some people in the comment section. The boost mode isn't even out yet, but I'm talking about the Pro patches. I watched on Digital Foundry, and everybody goes by Digital Foundry that I see. They showed Watch Dogs 2. I mean, if I'm wrong, prove it in the video. I don't know. Maybe it's better now. But when Watch Dogs was shown with Digital Foundry, they said the PS4 Pro version, and this was reported from them and I guess some other people, it ran worse than the vanilla version. Is that wrong? If I'm wrong, I'll say it here. Am I wrong? Has the other guy in the Hangout tried the Pro Boost? The Pro Boost isn't out yet. Resurrection. We're talking about the Pro. We're talking about the Pro Boost, but we're talking about with the Watch Dogs thing. I was talking about the Pro patch.
Now,
It's
see these games, these.
Wait a second. Now I think it is out for. They said it's a beta. It is a beta, so it could be out for some people, but it might be out. Maybe it is out now. But they said in this article, it says you know, it says right at the bottom. It said what I just read off. It said there are more features, including the 4.5, so be sure to keep an eye out for additional info, including launch timing in weeks to come. So I didn't get no update on my PS4, so I don't think it's out yet.
With Dave with that boost, some people have it because they in that early program test, like the Xbox. You know how the Xbox got the preview program. Sony got something.
Okay, yeah, they do got the preview. Well, that's why I said unless it came out in a beta preview program. But am I wrong on that? Did the Pro patch for Watch Dogs 2, that was stated that they said that was running worse than the original version of the game, the regular version on PS4. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Then quote me on that. Yes, but you keep skipping that it's a double. Yeah, it's double the pixels, but the game is running worse than the original version. So I don't care about like if the game may look more beautiful, but if it's running shitty, like one thing I noticed with this community And you know, and this would be with me too, with a lot of things. I would rather have a better running game than a prettier game. Do you know what I'm saying? Would you be like that, Dirty, or me? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I mean, I put it to for the person that said that you just read the
Oh,
comment.
no. Oh, hold on. Resurrection said he said the Pro Boost mode was garbage when you asked him. Now you said, if I'm correct, you said the PS4 Pro is garbage, right, Dirty?
Yeah, the PS Pro is garbage.
He's talking about the Pro itself. Like maybe he said it wrong or something, but he's talking about the Pro itself. Like the actual Pro itself is garbage. Like he just don't like it. Like, you know.
I'll put it to you like this. The reason why I don't like it is prime example. Shit, it ain't working. Why would Sony tell us, hey, we're bringing out this Pro and it's going to make all your old games and new games run and look even better? And it's not. So you mean to tell me I got to wait for patches? Now I got to wait for a fucking boost? Like, come on. Like y'all got to open y'all eyes, man. And I mean, if that's your favorite console of choice, I understand. You got to call bullshit when bullshit is there. Sony and Microsoft did not get me with this whole upgrade 4K crap, because you're just having issues with these consoles. And if this was Nintendo doing this, oh my God, you have
that's the point I'm trying to make. Like
it'll be a trillion videos on how Nintendo is fucking up their fan base. And the Wii U only been out for 2 years, and now they trying to bring out a Wii U Pro that does this and do that, and it don't even do it day one when you get it. It's like like the game. They look
people do have to agree with that. I totally agree with that. You got a new console that just came out, an upgraded console, and when it comes out, it don't even do it with like a majority. It does it with very select few of games. How many games did it do it with when it first came out? Was there like 6 or 9, or it's not even that many? Like, and if they did that shit with like Microsoft or Nintendo, people would be fucking calling them out in a heartbeat. Like, and there was reports, I'm not bullshitting, I was looking at reports of people saying that, you know, Digital Foundry, that a lot of people go by in this community, saying that there was versions of games running worse than the original game, like, you know, frame rates and shit like that. They were running worse, and one of them was Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, I remember all that. That's why I did not buy into this hype for the Xbox S or this PS Pro, because it's like I have the PlayStation 4. I have the Xbox One.
Resurrection, he says, you know, you can lock the Pro at 1080p. Yeah, I know that, but what's the frame rates like? What is that running like compared to the other version? Is the frame rate worse? Like, because that's what I'm talking about, frame rates. I mean, resolution's great, but if your game's running worse, like that, to me, I wouldn't. That's not a plus. Like, yeah, it looks prettier, but like the game runs worse. I'm not saying all games. I'm just saying there is reports of games that were running worse. That's what
if I can lock the Pro to 1080p, why bother buying a Pro when my PlayStation 4 is at 1080p?
And he says, don't buy it. It's a stronger system. Simply, and we ain't saying anybody's forcing you to buy it. My biggest problem with the Pro and the Scorpio, you know, here they have these consoles that roll out, you know, and we have been, I mean, come on, let's keep it real, guys. Let's not bullshit. We have got the shaft with these consoles this generation. These consoles were premature, and then they're telling you, oh, you want the right console, the better running console, which sometimes don't seem to be the better running console. You know, you got to go and trade your shit in, spend another $200 or $100, basically $200, because they're not giving you shit for the PS4, Xbox One original model right now. And to me, it's like, if these systems suck so bad and they're that bad, why not just go make a new fucking console? Like just say fuck it and make the PS fucking 5. Like, I would rather spend money on that than spend money on an upgraded PS4, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, And let's say Microsoft does roll out with the Scorpio and it is a next generation console. You think Sony's going to keep that Pro going? No, they're not. They're going to fuck all the people that bought the fucking Pro and they're going to go make a PS5 in about a year or two. And then it's be pointless buying the fucking Pro.
Dave, I mean, you hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
You hit it right on the head when you said, because a lot of people are saying that when the Scorpion come out, it's not the next generation console. It's still the Xbox One. Okay.
Well, they had two rumors that came out at the same time. They had one that was saying it was a next generation console, and then there was another rumor saying that something to do with like what you're saying right now, that it's not. Both at the same time, but the one IGN reported was it was actually a next generation console. You know, which I would say it's going to be. I couldn't see Microsoft forcing, you know, the gaming industry to go in a direction. It's going to be right at this point. It would be Sony. It would be up to Sony because they are leading. They would be the ones that bring us into the next generation. You know, out of the two, because I think Nintendo's in their own field. I really do. You know, I think they're going to be the dictators. You know, but if you know they're saying that Microsoft's going to, you know, there's two rumors that came out. One that they're staying the same, and the other one that they were going to go into, you know, their own it's going to be a new generation.
And you know what? I want to tell everybody that's listening and probably going to listen in the future. You see what Nintendo was doing? Nintendo was sitting back and looking at Microsoft and Sony, just like they did with Sega. When Sega kept fucking themselves over, giving you add-ons after add-ons, giving you a console that they only had out for 2 years. That was hard to develop for. Games couldn't run on it that well. They couldn't get games to run on it that well. And then they brought out another console. That's why Nintendo said they are not trying to compete, because you're spending money. Why do I have the original Xbox One on the shelf, Xbox S on the shelf, and now fucking Scorpion on the shelf? That's the same thing that Sega was doing. When Sega stopped trying to compete with Nintendo and trying to do what the Neo Geo, the 3DO, the Atari Jaguar, when they had all these add-on CDs and stuff, that's what Sega went. And Sega started spending money until they just went fucking bankrupt. And where's they at now? They're not in the console.
Well, where they're at now, they're making games for fucking Nintendo and the rest of them. That's what they're doing now. They're making games for the company that they were fucking competing with, that they lost.
Right. You know? And Nintendo just sitting back and looking at Microsoft and Sony of how they just ridiculously just spending money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure if this PlayStation 4 did not actually jump off like it did now, Sony would be fucking in trouble. This is money that's going down the drain.
What's keeping Sony afloat is the PS4. That's the only thing, really, at this point.
What's keeping them afloat is that yearly PlayStation Plus that they added. Because if they ain't had that PlayStation Plus, they wouldn't make no money.
It is what it is. I mean,
you got two juggernauts keep trying to go back and forth over bullshit, over power.
Well, you said they are watching and not selling shit. Well, they are selling shit technically. If you look at their exclusives like I brought this up the last time with Uncharted 4 and like Sony, you know, all the fans going apeshit, sold 8.7 million copies. Go look at fucking some of Nintendo's games on the Wii U. Just look at Nintendo. Just look at the Wii U, what they sold with their fan base. They got, what, 13 million consoles sold, 12, somewhere around there. And they're actually selling like 5 million copies of a game. And you don't see them like going apeshit over selling those. You know what I'm saying? But Uncharted, like how many consoles are out of the PS4 right now? What is it, like 50 something million?
Yeah.
And you got 8.7 million people buying one game and they're bragging about that, and that's pretty much the top leading exclusive. Like, what's wrong with that picture? Is that even like that's not even a quarter of their fan base that bought that game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
Nintendo has like half their fan base buying games. You know, of like half of their install base. My bad, install base, fan base, whatever. Pretty much the same if you're a fan of the Wii U or whatever. Not really, but I might be wrong on that. But install base. But you have half their install base buying their games, so that looks good. But when you look at Sony, like their install base, when you look at actually what they're buying, it's third party. It's not their great exclusives, as these fanboys like to say. Like I brought up the whole thing with The Last Guardian. Like you had people waiting 8 years for that game, or how many ever years it was. The game comes out, and I hear very few people talking about that game. Very few. And that was a game they bitched about for years on end. They were waiting for this game, blah, blah, blah. And I heard it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but where's the praise for that game? People should be like going ape shit that it's out now, and it's not. It's just like looked like something they just wanted to bitch about, you know, that it wasn't here. Like, and you would think that game, the way they were talking about it, would have sold 10 million copies, you know, or 12 million. But like Sony's install base of the PS4, they don't even buy. Like when you look at Nintendo, they're actually selling their exclusives. Yeah, they don't have a lot of home console sold the Wii U, but they're actually fucking moving content. Like they're selling software. That's where they're making their money, you know. And I wouldn't say Nintendo's software costs that much to make like it does an Uncharted game or a Last of Us or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't think Nintendo cost as much, so they're definitely profiting off of those games. You know, that's why you don't see Nintendo. Nintendo don't really drop their prices. Like one thing you can say about Nintendo, their games hold their value. You look at Sony's games after a good a little period of time, you can pick those games up for nothing. You know. So Nintendo, in their own way, like they don't sell shit as a loss like half the time, like you see Sony and fucking Microsoft doing, or paying all these people to push these games. Like, you know, I mean that's probably why Nintendo isn't in a bankrupt situation, or like, you know what I'm saying, like isn't like where Sony is with money. You know, when it comes to like they're selling assets off and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like. I mean, people could down Nintendo all they want, but they do have, like, you look at the 3DS, it is selling. Like, that 3DS has been doing pretty damn good. Like, you know, they do good. Like, they're not, like, how people make Nintendo out to be all the time. Like, I'll sit here and say I'm not the biggest fan of them at times. But Nintendo does do good with the gaming industry, too, in other ways. Like, with their handheld market and stuff. And they do sell their exclusives. You know, they know that their games sell. You know, that's probably why they don't give a shit about third party and they don't bend over for them like Sony and Microsoft all the time. I would like to see a lot more third party, but like I said in my video with how I seen the Switch and what's going on with it, it's like you got to accept Nintendo for what they are. They're not going to change. They're not.
I would love to have Microsoft and Sony around, you know, for another 20, 30 years in the gaming console. But the way these two are going, one of them is going to be knocked out.
But I have a question, Dirty. If let's say Nintendo actually did do this most powerful console and made it easy to develop for developers, and did have the third party and this great online infrastructure that's up to par with party chat, which they are going to have a lot of this stuff I'm talking about. Let's just say it was just like Sony. Do you think people would choose to take a Nintendo console over Sony and Microsoft? Like that's where they would play their primary, you know, third-party games and beyond? I don't think so.
They wouldn't, because one, it's Nintendo. Two, remember, it's a kiddie console. Three, that's not where their friends are. So they're not going to buy.
So Nintendo could do all this shit, and it wouldn't matter anyways. So that's why they know that it doesn't matter.
It wouldn't. The only people that would buy the console are the Nintendo fans, the people that like to play the Nintendo first party games, and people that probably want it as a secondary console. Firstary console? No, nobody is buying it to keep, unless it's, you know, the fanboys. But
Yeah, now the Nintendo console nowadays is a secondary console. Don't get me wrong. Like my PS4 and my Xbox One, they're like my primary. The Nintendo will be my secondary. But I like I'm buying a Nintendo console. Like what I want from Nintendo is third party exclusives. I want their first party and third party exclusives. If I would have liked the traditional, I'm one that buys third party on when I have a Nintendo console, I buy third party. You know, I bought it when I had the Wii U. I was buying third party. Same thing with the GameCube. Same thing with the N60. N64 is my favorite console of all time. If they can do what they did with that, with the Switch, and give me that type of third party exclusives, I'm good. Like you had Turok, you had Vigilante 8, like you had shit that was just like really fucking good, like on that console. Like I liked it. Wave Racer, you know, that was a good exclusive. There's numbers of games. The wrestling games are amazing. Like if they can bring something on that level, I think it's going to be like GameCube level with the third party. I think they'll have that type of third party, maybe a little less. But I think it'll definitely be better than the Wii U when it comes to third party, and the online is going to be better, you know. And another thing, what's their online? They're going to be charging $30 a year, dirty.
yeah, like around $25 to $30 a year.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
It's not. I mean, we don't know anything about the infrastructure of the Switch. You know what I'm saying? And you have to give Nintendo a chance with it. You know what I'm saying? Because we all gave PlayStation the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? The PlayStation 2 had shitty online.
Yeah, they didn't
PlayStation
say
3,
shit about that. Remember the online for the PlayStation 2?
PlayStation 3 came out and it was better than the PlayStation 2, but then near the end of its in the middle of its life cycle, they was like, hey, why don't you motherfuckers pay for this? PlayStation Plus, we'll give you free games. Everybody like, oh yeah, okay, we gonna do it, we gonna do it. They and the PlayStation 3 infrastructure was not as good as Xbox. But you all ran out there and gave him a chance and said, yeah, we gonna do it, son. We gonna do it. And now look where the infrastructure is now in the PlayStation 4. So you have to give if you can give Sony a chance, why can't you give Nintendo a chance? And Nintendo was saying you get it for like 6 to 7 months free, and then you would have to start paying $30. Who wouldn't want to pay $30 compared to 60?
That's a no-brainer there. I mean, one thing I don't like, yeah, I don't like them charging. I'm not gonna say here and I'm happy Nintendo's charging because that was like the last one that wasn't charging, but I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I knew
Especially
it was coming
if
too.
you want a better inline online infrastructure, it's gonna cost money. They're not gonna give you good shit for free. But the biggest thing that sucks, even right now, paying for one thing I liked about PS3, it was free. You know, Microsoft was the only one doing it, but then Sony did it. Then Sony charged more for it and got right there like, oh, Microsoft's getting this, we'll get this. You know, but now you have to pay two consoles, fucking, you know, 50, 60 bucks a year, whatever it is. Then you have Nintendo doing 30. It sucks. It does suck, even though it's cheaper, but it still sucks paying for another online. You know, I get all the online. I usually do. It's getting to the point, though, where I don't know. Sometimes I just don't want to pay for, you know, I just want to choose one and just go with that for their online, play the other games, you know, their exclusives, and just call it a day. But I usually end up getting the online. I never really go without online on my consoles. I don't think there was one time this generation I didn't have online on any of my consoles. But it is what it is. But yeah, the Pro update, it looks good. Next thing I want to talk about real quick before I go in my last little bit going on with the trolling stuff lately that I do want to address with Jordan and Levon and why I did what I did. And I'm only addressing it. This is the only time I'm addressing it, which I will address it at the end. I'm going to address it, and that's it. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm over it. It's just stupid at this point. I've done a back and forth with Ding Dong. You know who I'm talking about, Turkey Thief, a bunch of times. And the only reason it's going on is because somebody wants entertainment, and we know who that guy is. It's the man behind the curtain. You know, like it's the man behind the scenes, and I don't give a fuck about the man behind the scenes. I know he went under cardiac arrest recently, guys, and I don't I don't like to talk about anybody in bad health or anything like that. But, you know, he might be at the hospital, sitting in his hospital bed with his little laptop laughing, you know, struggling because he had, you know, his heart problems. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, I'm done with the bullshit, guys. I'll send you pictures. Get on Twitter. I'll send you pictures of me at work. I'm busy. I don't have time for this shit no more. And when I do YouTube, I don't give a fuck about some kids, some old fucker, you know, about on his deathbed, you know, entertaining children in a Discord to come haunt me all fucking day. You know, go haunt somebody else. You know, go bother somebody. Don't bother me every fucking time. I mean, it gets to the point where it gets annoying. Like, I like the back and forth, don't get me wrong, but that back and forth has been done and done again. It's old. It's just stupid. Like, if you're stuck on that shit, I mean, what's a good troll? Like, to me, if you're a good troll, you could troll somebody bigger than me. It's like it seems like he's got to troll his friends to get somewhere. Like, that's not a good troll. Like, it's not. You know, like, how many times can you talk about the same person over and over? And I'm not going to interact. And, you know, if I knew this blocking shit would bother you guys this much like it did, I would have done this shit a long time ago. I would have done it a long time ago. And, you know, Armored Centuries, he and Poppy, they told me to block your asses, and I just didn't. You know, I like some of you guys, but, you know, you guys have drove me to the point where I'm tired of it. It's just over. It's like, enough's enough. Dave's had enough, literally. Like, he's done with it. You may think I'm trolling you and being on these accounts, you're fucking way off, because I don't give a fuck about this whole thing. The only thing I posted to do with this was on Twitter. You know, the homosexual pictures I found of fucking, you know, the turkey thief dressed in a drag, you know, as a fucking transvestite. I figured he went that way. I wasn't sure. You know, I mean, you got some chick that's around you all day and you're not paying attention to her, you're paying attention to me. You know, something's off on there, you know. And then I put two and two together. I was like, this might be his fucking sister. You know, I'm just keeping it real. Like, because no woman is going to let you worry about another man that much on the internet. Like, where you're that obsessed with another guy. Like, it's funny to troll. I get that. But this dude just goes on for weeks. Like he dedicates a fucking channel to me. I mean, in the last week, he made 11 videos on me. I haven't made one. I've addressed him in the live stream. If you count that as a video, then that's fine. What'd I make? 2 videos? 1? You know, whatever. But the only reason I addressed them, they're flooding my live stream. But it's like something children do. It's like I got to put them on timeout and say, no, go sit in the corner with your dunce hat. No, I slap them on the hand like a little kid. Like, come on, grow up. You got a guy going on 50 years old with a bunch of fucking teenagers in a Discord, like, at your fucking age, like, for real. Like, I'm just being real. No wonder your ass is under, you know, having health issues. Like, and that's the thing. The dude has health issues and he has a miserable life for the hand that he was dealt. It's not my fault what I got a shitty hand too, but I made a lot of my problems. But I don't take it out on others all day. You know, I don't say I'm going to go make this guy's life miserable because, you know, I was dealt this shitty hand in life where I can't have sex with my wife because I have heart problems. You know, like, that's not me. I'm not that type of person. I could take a lot of things out on people, but I don't do it. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I'll address it here. Jordan Dizzle and Levon Kason. The reason I blocked your asses, one, because I talked to Jordan. I said, hey, Jordan, I was talking to him and he was talking to me about Pokemon and stuff. I said, oh, you're in Discord lately? And he said, yeah. I said, oh, well, where's Thanos? I said, have you talked to Thanos? Oh, no, he isn't there no more. Blocked. See you later. Because I know that motherfucker's lying. I know he's lying because every time I went in Discord, they're all in there together. They act like I never went in Discord before. They sit there and talk about dudes all day long in Discord. That's all they do, is sit there and talk about dudes all day long. Have I ever done something like that? Yeah, I've been in chats when I was having feuds with people and sitting, but I don't do it like all the time. It's not my life. You know, like these guys are in there all day long, sitting in Discord talking about like trolling me or Armored Sentries or Poppy or One Stop or whoever they want to fuck with. They fuck with their own friends. They'll fuck with like, for example, I'll say his name, Braden Cole. They'll have him doing something and be fucking with that guy at the same time. Same thing with you, Resurrection. They may act like you're friends. I'm just keeping it real. But they'll be fucking with you in the chat with all different other accounts. That's what they do. I've seen it. I've been in their fucking Discords. They do this shit to people. They'll act like, oh, I love you. Dirty. Tell them about the time you were in Real Gamers podcast when he came in there praising Real Gamer. Tell them about
it. That shit was funny as hell, man. I knew he was up to no good. And I have nothing against Real Gamer 27. I'm usually on his podcast every week, but the way he was just trying to geek this man up, I knew it was up to no good, because he did the same thing with you. You know, it's like, oh, you got the best podcast, man. I love you guys. Y'all just gel together and
you flow so good together. Blah 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 blah.
So much.
I heard him tell this to Resurrection. I saw it when Resurrection left YouTube because of TBG thing, and he's like, "Oh, we want you back." No, he wants you back because he wants you to troll people. That's all it is. I'm telling you. I'm not bullshitting you. I know enough about this guy. That's what he's about. That's all it is. Like, but go on. So Real Gamer, he went in there, talk Real Gamer up because he has an agenda with that shit. Probably get him going against me. That's all it is.
Yeah, that was funny, man. And I knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the man behind the curtain that well, and
we'll say it on this one. We'll give them this because they could sit there and say, oh, well, they wasted 10 minutes on me in this video and I got them. They're all laughing together. Like, that's fucking stupid. That's all it's sad.
I don't know the guy personally. I never tried to get to know him in the podcast because like I told you before, you know, I just had a feeling about this dude that he was just an ass. When I get feelings towards a person like that, 9 times out of 10, I'm correct, and I was correct on this one. So whenever he was ever in podcasts, and your podcast, Real Game, or whoever I was in, Poppy, yeah, I didn't say nothing to the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, hey, what's up? That's about it. I ain't trying to get to know you. You tell your stories about One Stop and whoever. I listen. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I just had a weird feeling about the dude. I'm like, there's something up with this dude I eat. It's just something up with him. My gut was telling me, and I was correct. So
and the thing is, you know, he's never done that shit to me that I knew of. But then when I look at shit and I look back at it now, there's all these accounts like Dave Fill Me With Cum. I was thinking it was Lawrence because Lawrence trolled me a long time, but that's fucking Thanos. That's what it was. You know, and I put 2 and 2 together when I looked at one of his other channels that says Poppy 2K something, Dave Cum something, and it was similar to that. And I'm like, that motherfucker's probably trolling me then when I was buddies with him. He did it to Armored. Armored was with him and he was trolling fucking Armored. You know, and I'm like, this is what these guys do. And they'll deny it and they'll say, oh, you're crazy. Oh, it's a fucking game to these people. And it's a drawn out game. It's funny at first, don't get me wrong. You know, I had fun going back with Braden Cole that first time and the second time and the third time. But now when we start hitting the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th, it's like, okay, yeah, no.
it just get old, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's fun, it's funny at the beginning, but then, I mean, you can only look at so many videos talking about the same person over and over. What new stuff do you say about the person?
Yeah, and my problem with Jordan and Levon, they're around these fuckers all day long. And I've caught Levon on some shit before. He was in a chat with us with that other dude, the one that was in the Dream Team. His name's George. They were recording us. And I gave Levon a pass there. But, you know, with all this shit going on, and I caught Jordan in that fucking lie, I'm like, these fuckers, they just want a connection to you somehow. Maybe the other ones can't talk to you, but they have their little foot soldiers in, you know, connected to you. You know what I'm saying? And I cut the fucking cord. Dave is done. Dave has, and I'm surprised. I don't know how you're in the fucking chat today, like Afterlife and all you. Afterlife, you're a good dude, but you're a two-faced motherfucker. I'm gonna keep it real. I do like you. I think you're a good dude, but you're two-faced, and I hate two-faced fucking people. You know, you'll sit there and call me up on Google and say, "Oh, Dave, just don't say nothing," blah blah blah, and they'll and then you're fucking with me. So fuck you too. You know, fuck all you motherfuckers. Like the whole group of you motherfuckers. I could care less what happens to you. I really do. I don't wish death on nobody, but I'm just saying I don't give a fuck about you guys. I really don't care. Jordan, I tried to be cool with you, but when you're sitting there lying and shit, and I don't have time for you. And the funny thing is, this was a test for you too that you failed. You failed the fucking test. The minute I cut you off, you fucking turned on me and started making videos about me. And then your stupid ass is addressing a troll that isn't even my name. And you know what's funny? These motherfuckers are probably laughing their ass off because they're fucking with you. They have you addressing a troll with you thinking it's me, and probably gave you the idea to do it, but your dumbass went and did it. And you look like a fucking idiot in that video you're exposing me. You exposed yourself for being fucking stupid. And I tried to, and you're not totally a stupid dude. Like, that showed your stupidity right there, but you're actually not as fucking stupid as people make you out to be. I thought you were a normal dude. I liked you, man. And I like Levon, but with you guys around them and doing their work for them, I don't want no part of you. I don't. And I thought you would have learned your lesson the one time when they would fuck with you and shit, but you're right back with them. So you stay in Discord with your little buddies and leave Dave the fuck alone. Dave don't want to be bothered. You can make 10 million videos on me. I don't give a fuck because I'm just going to keep blocking all your asses. That's all that's going to happen from now on. And if you think I'm trolling you, you're fucking off because I don't care. I told you guys, there's a group of dudes that are done with your fucking asses. Not Levon and Jordan, but they don't like you guys either because you're a part of them. So I warned you. I did warn you. Dave said, you know, stay away from them because they're going to probably come for you too. It's a crumb-side rebellion. That's what they're calling themselves, and they're after you. And that's your problem, not mine. You got the trolls don't like being trolled. I notice you guys are blocking people now and all that, but you don't block people, right? You don't put people in timeout. You got mad when I did it, but people do it to you, and you don't like it. And these guys are laughing their asses off with all this shit that's going on. Because they said, oh, didn't they get mad at you for timing the mountain block? I said, yeah. I said, oh, they don't like it either? The turkey thief, he disables he don't like all the dislikes he's getting. Why is that? Dave has his dislikes still there. Why'd you disable yours? You're all about this fucking drama and shit, but it looks like it's hurting your feelings, you know. But I just want to address that. The reason I cut you guys off because you're little foot soldiers, and just like that other fucking Kenoshi dude. That now Kenoshi I don't like. He's another two-faced fucker that I tried to give a chance, and he's another one that will act cool to you, and then behind you he's doing some fuck shit. I don't play with that shit, you know. I talked to Armored now. Armored's cool. He's not acting like an asshole or nothing. He's being normal. That's fine. But the reason I talked to Armored, he's not around those fucking idiots that sit in Discord and talk about men all day. The only one I like in there that I feel bad that he's with them is Demon Ralph. That's the only person I have any respect for in that fucking room. That's it. That's it. The only one. I don't have no problems with Demon Ralph because I actually like Demon Ralph. I've never seen him do anything negative towards me. Never. But all the rest of you fuckers, fuck you. You know, when your leader passes away, I'm sorry, you'll be lost. Your daddy done leaves, you know. I mean, I think you're going to be lost. I really do. Because you're looking up to a fucking, you know, like an old man that's just getting his kicks before he passes away. That's all it is. And then you're going to be lost little fuckers at the end. But that's that. That's what I want to address in that. Other than that, the GameStop thing. And I do want to say one more thing. I did see Afterlife on the Levon interview. I did get to see that. He says that he had more views than me this week. Dave hasn't even fucking done YouTube this week. How many videos have you done? I bet you this podcast will get more views than any fucking thing you do next week. You know, I don't have to do content. Let me ask you a question. You're talking to a guy with 900 subs and you have over 3,000 and you're not even barely pulling what I pull at all? What's wrong with that picture? Who's fucking botting? Just saying. I mean, I see your videos get like 15 views, 20 views, and you got to make a bunch of them to get a good amount of views. I don't have to do that with 900 subs, 800, a little bit below that. You got 3,000 subs. The real question is, where did Afterlife get all them fucking subs? And two, I've been on your live streams when I'm the only one watching, and you got like 30 likes. How does that add up? Just saying. But that's all I want to address with that. Next thing, the GameStop thing, and this is the last one. GameStop, supposedly everybody's very shocked that GameStop lies to you. To me, they're a business and they need to make money. I don't agree with what they're doing, but if it wasn't for used games, they wouldn't make their money. They wouldn't even be in business. I'm surprised they don't just sell used games. You know, but people are all shocked now that GameStop lies to you and they're forcing their employees to do that. Does this shock you at all, Dirty?
I mean, it does a little bit, man. It's I know they say every, company does it, but still, man, you have young people and a few older people that works for your company, and half of them don't even know anything about gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask them a question about a game and they looking at you like, that's on that system? What's the name of it again? Like, motherfucker, I just told you. Like, the newest game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and for GameStop to do that, to put their employees out like that, if you don't have so many subscriptions and sell so many copies of you games and stuff like that, then your job is on the line and shit like that. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Like, people are going to come in and buy used games because that's what you're known for.
Mm-hmm.
I put it to you like this: if you want your employees to have these certain percentages, then stop selling new games.
Yeah.
Wait until somebody come in and trade the game in like they usually do within a couple of days to a week after they finish beating it, or they just don't like it, or it don't run on the PlayStation Pro, and then you can sell it for use and get your $54.99. That's all GameStop got to do. That's all they got to do.
I agree. I mean, I just, with the whole thing is, it's no shock to me. I mean, the one thing I like about GameStop, and let me say this too, I'm going to let Resurrection and Jay Centuries into the podcast, and it's like, I don't, they can join whenever they want. Like, meaning, like, if I have them on the show, like, by themselves, or maybe, I don't know, I might stretch it and have 3 people. I don't want to go to the 4 and the 5 and all that, but this is a one-time thing with this, but they're allowed, like, if I do my late night live, they can be on as a guest, or whatever. I might stretch it to 3 people. I might do that with my late night show. I have maybe 3 people on. I just don't want to get up to where there's like 4 or 5 people. I like people to talk and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they want to jump in at the end. I'm gonna let it go this time. But just after this topic. The whole thing with GameStop, the one thing I like about GameStop is it's still the place you can go and get a gaming experience, like, meaning I can talk to people at games, talk to them about games, consoles, have a good time talking about people about video games in a gaming atmosphere. You go to Best Buy, I get that with the people I buy games from there, because a lot of them are gamers, but at the same time, I don't get that same kind of feeling like I do at GameStop, because you always meet new people are gaming. At Best Buy, there's people buying other shit. They may not be there just for games. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the game store. We only got them and some like retro stores and all, like, mom and pop stores, the very few ones they got. Like, we got G2K games. That's when I got the $40 for Resident Evil 7, but that's rare. It's like, it's not like where you back in the day you had all these other gaming stores, like, you had EB Games, you had a bunch of them. They had a place called Rhino Games in Florida. It was a ton of game stores, and then now it's just GameStop and Walmart and Best Buy. But that's like more for, like, there's people buying other stuff. So I like the whole atmosphere at GameStop, but I don't like their practices. The biggest thing that bothers me with GameStop is they'll sell you a game and say it's new when it's open, and that motherfucker played it at his house. The guy sitting there most likely behind the counter talking to you. That's a bigger problem, I think, than this shit. I think, but that's their policies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit, but I mean, they're there really to sell used games. That's where they make their money. You know, they sell new stuff, don't get me wrong, but they're making their money off used games, and they're going to bend the rules to make that money. You know, I don't think it's right what they're doing. I'm not saying that, but at the same time, it's the only game store that's really left, you know? And I like GameStop sometimes, you know, like not all the time. I buy more of my games at Best Buy, but I do buy stuff at GameStop. But anything else on this GameStop thing you want to talk about, Dirty? Or
Nah, that's about it.
okay, let me let Jay in here. And Jay, just give Resurrection a link, because I don't know if Resurrection's gonna. Whenever I put in certain names, like send invites, it don't always pop their names. Let's see if it pops Resurrection up. See, it won't give me Resurrection. I knew that, because it won't even give me Dirty. Dirty's been doing. Certain people don't show up in this fucking thing when you send invites. Now, he might have to be added. I think I added Resurrection, but I don't. No, I don't think he is added. But I think Jay can give him the link. Let me see. I think I sent it to your Jay Century. Yeah, Jay Centuries. I sent 2 of them. But yeah, GameStop, I just want to address. I think we addressed everything I wanted to talk about. And they just want to comment a little bit on this little drama that's going on, and then we're wrapping it up. But it did need to be said. I mean, they're going to say they got me to talk about them, but this is the only time I'm doing it on my channel is on here. I may say something on a live stream, but I'm not going to turn the whole live stream anymore into their bullshit. You know, the only time you'll ever hear anything is on live streams. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving these guys the satisfaction anymore, because that's all they want, and they're not getting it no more. And they're getting blocked. That's all it is. They're getting fucking blocked. I never blocked people until I got tired with bullshit. It took me a long time to want to, like, block people. I used to let shit slide for a while, and it's just like, it's like child shit. Like, when you're working all day or, you know, just doing other shit, you can't, I'm not going to fuck with some dude on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind, like, with stupid shit like that. Would you, Dirty, or no?
No, I don't even got time for it, man. I mean, you know, you can do it and mess around with people. You know, just like, you know, when I come to your live stream, you know what I'm saying? If I catch you like early morning, I hit you, be like I say something like off the wall, like Dave, play Miss Pac-Man next, stream that next. You know what I'm saying? And you know I'm just messing with you, but I just leave it as that. Going in and doing all this other unnecessary stuff, man. Got 19,000 different accounts and all.
Well, I mean, that's the crazy shit. And then, you know, it's funny, like, when they don't get you, when their little jokes don't work, like their normal bullshit jokes, and they're not good at making jokes and stuff, they start going after you with, like, stuff about your family getting cancer and shit. And that's when I, like, cut it off. I was like, all right, if these guys are going this direction, I'm done. Like, when you're wishing, like, with Clown Meat, and that whole thing went on with Nate when he wished his mother on a deathbed and stuff like that, I thought it was wild when he said it. And then I thought about it, like, you're wishing death on somebody's fucking mother. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, you know, and the only people that say stuff like that are, like, children. Like, children will say wild shit like that. They'll joke about cancer and stuff, but you don't joke about fucking cancer and, you know, AIDS. And, like, I never thought that was funny. Like, you know, I never thought, I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? Like, joking about people like that are ill and shit. Like, they're saying that my mom doesn't have cancer and shit. And, like, I was like, wow, these fuckers are, like, really trying to get me to go. And I wasn't giving them satisfaction. I was like, because in my mind, they look worse saying that for their, like, what they're as a person. Like, I was like, they have, like, to me, somebody says something like that, you're fucking a piece of shit. Like, you're a complete piece of shit. Like, nothing but bad shit's going to come to you for saying shit like that. You'll be getting cancer most likely in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
karma is real.
I wouldn't even, you know, give those guys the time of day. You know, saying that, you know, my mother doesn't have cancer and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, stuff comes back to you. Just like you said, you know, the man had a heart attack or something at the computer. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he had a heart attack at the computer. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I mean, but I know he has heart conditions. And you know, I could make fun of that, you know, and I'm not gonna make that guy could die, you know. Like, I mean,
You hear me?
yeah, I hear
Yeah.
you.
All right, I'm just making sure because it doesn't seem like my mic's in.
Oh,
I just want to know where Jordan thinks that I'm trolling for the last few months, when like he made a video showing that I was trolling, but the account that he claimed that was mine was a troll account. Because if you go look at the video he did and then go find the original video from exposing fuckboys, the comment that's left down there is from a fake account that has no subs and no videos on it. But if you go
well,
look at
that's
my
what you said.
video on my account, I have like 120 subs with fucking 7 videos. So how is that my account?
And that's what we said. Like, he's in a video addressing me in a chat, and that's not my name. It's capital D and all that. And I'm like, is this? They just telling? And what it is,
But
they're
it's funny
telling
though,
him
because
that's
last
me.
night, his video last night he was pointing out sock accounts accurately, but then he can't point out a fucking
Yeah,
real
that's what I'm
account from a
saying.
fake
Like,
account.
that's where I think Jordan's just putting on a roll too. Jordan's full of shit too, you know. And look how fast Jordan's so quick to fucking turn on me. That's another thing I don't like. Like, that was a test just to see how he would react to that. And that motherfucker went right against me. Right against me. Like, so I'm like, see ya. Have a nice day.
I don't even care. I just find it funny how you can point out one video, you can point out a fake account, but in the next video, you literally point like talking about another dude's account, and it's the incorrect account. But you was just pointing out fake accounts 2 seconds ago.
And they think you're the one that's, and the funny thing is they think you're the one that's trolling like them now. And no, they went from
I don't
you.
even have time or even care about their
Well,
fucking little
they
petty
went
trolls.
from you to Hydro to me. They think it's like us three when they're not even on the fucking right page. That's what I think's so funny. They're not even close. You know, and that's good. That's good. That's like you,
Jordan. It's not full of shit, Jordan, because I literally went to the exposing fuckboy video, the one that you claimed that I even put a comment in there, and looked at the comment, and it wasn't even mine at all. But you were swearing up and down in your video that it was mine. I don't even leave comments. I don't even know that channel until you made a video about it.
And another thing too, like I like, and another one in there that, you know, I might have said that wrong earlier. Demon Ralph is one I have for respect, and I still have a little respect for One White Kong, but I know One White Kong is exposing fuckboys, and that's where I lose respect for One White Kong. You know, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. You probably say, they'll say, it's not One White Kong, but One White Kong, like, I've always been respectful to you, and if you're turning on me, that's really fucked up. Like, that's where I'm like, I just cut them all loose. Like, I just be done with them all. Like, not even worry about it. 'Cause, like, at this point, it's getting ridiculous. Like, with like the bullshit that like this, there's no need for this bullshit that's going on right now, and it's going on just because some fucking old guy on his deathbed has nothing better to do. That's all it is.
Rez, did you get the invite?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him in here. See, his name is
the link.
Usually, like if somebody like Dirty comes in the podcast a lot, and you've been in a lot of podcasts, so their name will pop up. But Dirty now is hard to get in there too. It's just how Google works. It's weird. Like Google's just, that's how it is. But yeah, I mean, I think it's, you know, they troll everybody. They'll get people to do like, they'll think people are on, like, get them to think they're on their side, and then they're trolling them. It's stupid. Like, and I'm the one, I will admit, you know, I feed into it. I do feed into it, but I'm done feeding into it. I'm done. I'm done. When I block them, and I'm being serious now. I'm done with the bullshit. It's because it'll just go on forever because they don't have nobody else better to troll but me. You know, and whoever else.
No, she stopped being a fucking idiot. You're saying that you don't know where these fake accounts are coming from. We and you watched War back when I was in y'all's Discord. Watched War sit there on Titanfall Princess's account on her live stream with 20 fake accounts, and he was sitting there having a conversation with himself. We know who.
They think you don't know.
You really don't think I don't know who the fuck is doing the fake accounts? Come on, Kadoshi.
You guys are probably. I mean, if it wasn't for me talking to this guy that says he's going after you guys, I would think you're trolling yourselves. I would. But I can tell you.
No, Ward will do that. He will literally troll himself. When he was on the Titanfall Princesses podcast, he was literally sitting there with about 15, 20 different accounts, chatting to himself, having a conversation. And there was at one point where me and Shaner was in there that he was making fake accounts of me and Shaner without our even knowledge of it. And he was sitting there just having a fun time trolling the damn comment section. And so, like, you're seriously telling me that I don't know who the fake accounts are coming from.
He could be trolling the turkey thief. Like, that's how they do shit. Like, they'll think that you're on their side, and they're not. They're just fucking with you, too. Like, that's all it is. I was a dumbass. For a while, I thought the man behind the curtain, Thanos, was the coolest dude in the world. I knew he did shit, but I didn't think he would do shit to me. He was doing shit to me. I just didn't I didn't want to realize it. I guess I'll say that. And I didn't think it was really going on. And then I started thinking differently when I put two and two together, you know. And they'll deny it. They'll sit there and say, no, this blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit.
Kenoshi, it's the oldest trick in the book. You want to come into the podcast so you can sit there and send the links to everybody else, because we used to do the same thing also. And then other people would come in here. Come on, man. I know every one of y'all's fucking tricks. Y'all don't think of anything new.
I mean, I'll put a challenge out to you guys. Troll somebody that you don't know. That's big. Like, get somebody big. Like, I'm talking, and actually get them to react to you, and then I'll say you're good trolls. Because you're not good trolls if you have to troll your people that you know or your friends. Like, it's just like, it don't make any sense. Did Rez get the, I can't find him on this thing.
I've already sent him the link. He said he got it.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't know if he'll get in because I maybe have to add him. I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, I'm just being real. Like how Dirty said, he went into Real Gamers podcast, and he'll talk people up.
When was that?
Huh?
When was that? Did he went into Real Gamers podcast?
He was doing Real Gamers podcast. I used to do Real Gamers podcast.
No, I'm saying, when did he go into Real Gamers podcast?
How long ago was that, Dirty? It was a while ago, but he did it. That's what he does.
This was some months back, probably like it was during the summertime.
And he does that to get, some agenda for Real Gamer. Whether he's wanting to get him to go at me, or most likely, or maybe become buddies with him and use them for something else. I don't know. It's an agenda, though, because it's the same formula all the time. I've heard him say it about Armored. Oh, Armored has this, and this, and this. He's a loose cannon, but he can do a lot with this, and he'll tell you all your greatness and all this, and then he'll do the same thing with me. Oh, Dave, you have a great podcast.
You're talking about Thanos?
Yeah.
Oh, that's his MO all the way. I mean, that's what he does.
Yeah, he talks your head up, and he does it to everybody. That's why we pointed out the Real Gamer thing. He went in there and did the same thing with Real Gamer. Oh, you're really good. You got this, and this, and it's bullshit. He don't give a fuck about him. Like, he don't care. Like, it's all a game to sit back and laugh, to himself. Really, the joke is on everybody around him. That's what it is. He's the one that's just control, and he'll say, "Oh, I care about this person." Like, after he had a falling out with you, he told me when I talked to him again after the shit he did to me. He says, all I care about is Greg and Kenoshi. Anything happens to them, that's all I care about. I was like, you don't give a fuck about that guy. All of a sudden, you like Greg. This is the same guy on Poppy 2K's podcast where Armored, I remember you were going after Greg, and Thanos was fucking with him, and Greg was cowering down, remember, like a little bitch? You remember that,
let
right?
Kenoshi in.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, he loves that guy. He's under his wing.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Let Kenoshi in.
Let Kenoshi in?
Yeah, he says he wants a few questions. I respect Kenoshi enough to do a few questions, but as soon as someone else comes in, kick him out.
Yeah, I'll just block him. That's fine. I don't know if I can get Kenoshi. I did block these guys.
I can.
Okay, send him the link.
He's
we're
reasonable
about
to talk
to shut
to.
it down here in a little bit. If it gets too crazy, I'll shut it down. But thank you everybody for watching the podcast as usual. You know, Star Wolf.
Kenosha, I'm gonna send you the link right now on Discord. I don't want to see anyone else in here.
Derek Fisher, DRO Sports Network, Frozen Magma, Resurrection, Justin Wheeler. The list goes on. Cali Chango, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Oh, I don't care if you jump in after live because this will be the only time it's being addressed. You can come in too if you want to say your bullshit. I don't care.
No, I'll leave it for Kenosha for right now.
And this is going to be the same thing Kenosha did with me and Poppy. He comes over, oh, no, and he's just doing some fuck shit. Same thing. It's like we already know what you guys are going to do. So all this is patterns of the same shit. Your patterns are old. If you use them on different people that don't know you, then they would work, you know, like, but yeah, it's to me, it's just like, it gets to a point where it just gets.
No, Resurrection, you type.
It gets old.
It's been old, man. That's the reason why I've been gone. There's no point of it anymore.
Well, that's the funny thing. I think, like, you don't even do nothing in this community no more. They think you're just out of nowhere gonna start, you know, making all these accounts. Like, just it gets stupid.
I came in here to address that fucking Jordan thing because that just irritates me. How you're gonna constantly lie on someone, but yet you can't even prove that it's the actual real account. And I asked him 3 or 4 times in the chat already to send me proof, show me that I'm doing this, and he can't do it.
Am I getting Neo? I don't know if it's good. I was looking at Yakuza the other day, but like I said, I just got games for the 3DS.
Like, I'm not gonna cry at all.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep buying games and games. I'll get it eventually, probably. I will. I don't have nothing against that game.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, I have a few questions. There have been some trolls that have been sending some pretty screwed up things for the past few days, and you know, talking about various information that only us that have been in Discord or have had private conversations have been talking about. So,
Elaborate. You need to clearly elaborate.
Like,
what have you been talking about? What specifically has been said?
One specific thing was Jordan's condition and the.
What condition is that?
You know, his muscle condition. And
but let me ask you this: is that not public knowledge to everybody inside this community already?
It is, but it's
Jordan
not.
brought that up several times himself throughout various videos and talked about it himself to use it as a crutch to feel sympathy for himself. So why is that any various conditions inside a Discord?
He's never talked about.
He's talked about that on Resurrection's channel when we did that little conversation with him. He brung it up. He's brung it up a few times on One Stop's channel when he's had problems with them in the past. Do I need to go on?
No, he's talked about it, but he's never gone into.
Okay, so it's public knowledge.
Wait a second.
Using it against him, that's on him. If he didn't want that to be brung up, he shouldn't have brung it up from the beginning.
I'm not even talking about necessarily his condition. Just
no. I'm saying if he.
Well, what is it? Name one.
That is on him. He brung it up, and it just became public knowledge. So once it became public knowledge, if they want to use it in an attack, that is on them. But that doesn't have to do anything with what's going on in this conversation right now. Now, what is the other stuff?
Let's see, what else?
You said you had a few questions. That's only one. Keep going.
Well, the other question I have is, I don't really care who these trolls are, but it seems like you guys, because I know you guys are.
Hold on. Oh. You said it's from your Discord, correct? So that would mean it would retain to people inside your Discord. Are we in your Discord?
Well, you were in
I
various
was in your
Discord
Discord
groups.
back in August. It's now February. Do the math. And I was never in the Discord at the time when Jordan was in the Discord.
And I left your guys' Discord. I signed myself out like completely. Like I'm not in your Discord.
So yet again, what you were talking about is a very vague conversation, anyways, because that is all public information that has already been out there that anyone could be able to find because they're on video. All right. What was the other information that was leaked?
Well, shit, Dirty, you know about Jordan's condition too, and you don't even
I was
talk.
about to say everyone knows about Jordan. Please,
Right, Dirty? You don't even talk to Jordan, right?
I don't talk to him, but I know about his condition. I know he got a condition. I didn't know the name of it until now, but I know he had a condition.
That's not there. I'm talking about specific.
what else?
I was talking about specific details of the condition.
Well,
I'm
Well,
not even
you
sure.
have to be specific. You're not being specific enough. You're just saying the condition. You're saying
Well,
the condition.
I'm not even sure.
Explain what you're saying.
I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to.
Okay, then we can't help you on that, nor do we have any knowledge of what you're talking about.
Or you're just pretending.
Oh, hey,
hey,
Kenoshi, can you show us the comment of where the comment was?
hold on, I'm looking for it right now.
Or just read the comment?
Show us the comment. Give us some other bit of information besides what you're giving us, because what you're giving us is very vague.
And what is your argument, Kenoshi? Are we wrong, like with what we're saying here, or like what's going on?
No, my argument is you guys still have an axe to grind.
Still have what?
You guys still have an axe to grind.
I have no axe to grind. I only came in here to verify that
So I'm not allowed to grind an axe when I'm getting attacked with like 11 videos and like what have I been doing to attack anybody this week?
Hold on. Let's resolve that. Did I not come to you and Greg Kenoshi earlier this week and try to alleviate myself away from this shit so I can move on to what I'm doing and not focus on y'all? And then the next day, y'all have a video out about me for no fucking reason whatsoever because y'all think it's going to rile me up. And I told y'all that once I seen the video that I'm done with y'all, I will block every last one of y'all.
And what video was that? I don't have any videos.
Do I need to show you the fucking screenshots? Remember, I took the screenshots of the Discord before I deleted the Discord after talking to y'all. Don't play stupid with me.
And stop this shit with TBG. TBG isn't even on YouTube. Like, I don't even know TBG that well, but I know he's not on YouTube. And they keep trying to make... And I will say this. When I was in their Discord, you guys were acting like TBG. Not you, Kenoshi, but maybe Greg or War. They kept using TBG's icon and saying that trying to get me to fight with TBG. And then I saw a video with you in it, Kenoshi, with Thanos, and War comes in. He's like, "Oh, Dave's gonna be fighting with Armored this holiday," and you're like, "Oh, this is Christmas season, right, Kenoshi?"
Jordan, where am I lying at? Please explain.
Let Jordan in here. Let's see. Where's Jordan? I don't know if he can come in here as I blocked him, but try. Oh, he's not on my thing, I don't think.
You're still friends with me on Discord? I'll resolve that in real quick, Afterlife, right after this.
So so you're not a user by the name of One Byte. We got you, bitch. I told you we would bring fortune.
Show the video. Show the screenshot.
Oh, crap, I lost it.
But what's your point with this, Kenoshi?
No, let's see the screenshot.
I already told you my point.
I don't get it. Like, what you're saying is that you think we're in on your Discord?
No. I'm saying that you guys.
That is exactly what you said. This is your words, Kenoshi. You said that there was information that came out of your Discord about Jordan's condition that got leaked out, which means only way that could happen is if one of us somehow was able to get into your Discord, which we can't do because you need a link to the Discord. That means someone has to send it to us.
The Discord recent. I'm talking about past Discords.
No, there was no past Discord because one, Jordan was never in any Discord with me whatsoever because he's a scared little bitch. And every time he even came around me, he fucking freaked the fuck out. For two, I never really gave a fuck about Jordan to even talk about him like that. The only reason I even know about Jordan's videos was because Dave sent them to me one day. And I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do?
And I sent them to you because you were mentioning them, you know.
Yeah. And that was it.
I just think it's funny
or associate with that little pussy.
They think that you're trolling. They think they're just going through a list, but they think you're trolling me and Hydro. Like they think, like, come on, guys. Like, when have I really ever been known to have it? I'll tell you guys. I said this before. The only time I ever made a troll account was when Clown Meet, that shit went on just to see what was going on. That was it, and it was all gay clowns go to hell or something. And that was it. The only time I did a troll account. So I don't understand why people think I'm going to sit there and troll fucking people. Like, you know, it's just not me. It's just not. But
so what were the other few questions? Because you only gave us one so far.
Yeah, I just well, that's pretty much it.
Oh, and I have a question too. Why is Jordan and Levon the victims?
I don't know. I don't know why they're the victims.
Like, that's what you guys are saying. I mean, you are a part of this group.
They're
right?
using them as victims because they pull a sympathy card to make you look like the bad guy so they can have other people rally behind you. That's all it is. There's nothing more to it. Because most people will feel sorry for Jordan because he's mentally handicapped. Oh, shit.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I like Jordan to a degree. I just don't like the shit that the minute I was a test too. The minute I blocked him, he fucking went making all these fucking videos on me. And, you know, you don't do that to somebody if you're actually friends with them. You would try to like say, hey, Dave, you know, blah, blah, blah. But you're fucking going at me in videos. And I'm like, okay, we'll see your ass later. You know, and it wasn't just that. I know you have an attachment to them. You know, guilty by association. It is what it is.
Well, here's the other problem I have. Jordan will go in here, he'll attack, and then the next minute he's saying, I'm sorry. Man up to what the fuck you're doing.
And I feel bad because I got, when that whole thing went down with you guys with Resurrection, I was sticking up for Jordan, but I didn't. Now it happened to me. I see what you guys are talking about.
That's exactly what it is. They're using.
And another funny thing is, they have made videos on Jordan like Elephant Man and shit. I've never done nothing like that to Jordan. Like, and I wouldn't even go around people that would do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they did it to me, like if I had that disability, like you're friends with dudes that literally made a channel called Elephant Man and have videos of the Elephant Man saying it's you, you know, like. That's just like your own stupidity.
Afterlife, you never brung Jordan in there because the only time that I've ever associated with Jordan was when I had him out on that podcast with Resurrection, and he never showed into the thing. Try again. Because I still have the original Discord. Jordan never once commented in there at all.
Well, what else is it, Kenoshi? You said there was something else, like a bunch of.
Got a few questions. I'm waiting for the rest.
Yeah, I'm looking for.
You just had the comment. You was reading it. What happened to that?
Yeah, I was asking.
Okay, you're supposed to screen share it. You haven't screen shared it. You know how to screen share. Is it going to take you this long to show it? Or do you need to Photoshop it?
What?
Hold on. Afterlife's Photoshopping it. Give him some time.
No, I don't need to Photoshop it.
I just think it's funny you guys make all these accusations, and then you got your fucking spokesman in here, and you guys can't come up with shit. Like what? I mean, this is like the Phil Spencer of Discord. Let's go.
All right, screen sharing.
And Derek asked, "What's Discord?" Discord is like Skype, but you can go in there at any time if you're a part of a room and just talk to people if they're in the room.
It's really good if you're playing like PC gaming because it uses less resources than Skype and Hangout while you're gaming.
Yeah, it's like a gaming. It's for gamers. It's like a Skype for gamers.
So are you guys not familiar with any of these guys?
Not at all.
By
Here's my problem.
Talking it.
You're showing troll accounts, right? Me and you have both talked about this on and off air about how we used to troll and everything. Why are you giving a fuck about what another troll's doing? You know these are troll accounts. If you're feeding into them, what's going to happen? They're going to keep coming back. So stop feeding into them. So what? They're fucking comments on the goddamn internet. They mean nothing.
Who says I'm giving them any meaning? I'm just curious if you're familiar with these.
You guys,
I don't really care about that.
Then why are you bringing
I don't really care about it.
Well, obviously you do care, Kenoshi, if you're showing us like.
Yeah, you're showing us the comments.
You're the one who asked me to wait a second. You're the one who asked me to show them.
I asked you to show them, but I'm asking you, why are you bringing them up? Are they related to you, Kenoshi? Are they personally affecting you at all?
No, not personally.
Okay,
no.
so then why the fuck are you caring about them? Are you in a relationship with Jordan?
What I'm curious is wait a second. Why the heck do you care about anything that's going on? You said you were done
because my name's being brought up into it.
So you don't even hide behind the
about
J
me
Century's
because of it.
Wait a second.
There it is. You guys are upset that Jay's in here. Are you thinking he's on my side?
No, you don't even use the J Century's moniker. So why does that name matter?
I don't know. I still do use the J Century. Am I not using it right now? Is it not my own title? Is it not my own brand?
Well, you're only using it because you are only
You
are only using it.
You guys are upset. Jay is
Jordan does not retain to you.
And armored. The reason I will say this, I remember when I did say to them, I just fucked with them. I wasn't even talking to you at the time. I said, yeah, I'm talking armored. So I've been talking to them for months. They're like, show us the comments. Like, they don't like that shit that me and you talk. They don't like that. They want everybody in corners. Like, I will say this, when we were fighting and me and Poppy and One Stop grouped up, nobody likes that. They don't like that me and you talk to each other. And we're not grouping up. I'm not saying that. But they don't like you any interaction with me. That's what it is. That's why that motherfucker's in here. That's exactly why.
No, you guys can all group up. I don't care. Group up. Actually bring all of your friends.
You had a few questions. You've only came up with one. It's been a very weak question. If this was mine, I would have already kicked you out because it's been pointless.
So how many friends do you have? How many
friends do I have? Matter to what this retains.
What he's trying to find out, Armored, he thinks that we're the trolls, and he wants to know who's all trolling. That's all this is about. They're dumbfounded.
Here, let me be honest.
Trolls are.
I don't give a fuck about you pussy motherfuckers to troll y'all. You're not worth my time at all.
Then why the heck are you here? If we are not with you're just another crumb cider.
I talked to Armored.
You're just another crumb cider. You always will be.
Jordan making the video about me.
You will always be another crumb cider.
You came in here and discussed your shit, and your shit is pointless. Mine actually has.
You're full of it. You're full of it. You're a lying bastard. You're full of it. I'm done with you. I am done with both of you. You guys are full of it.
You're a liar.
What am I lying about, Kenoshi?
You're gonna get laid, and that's gonna hide behind fucking a little avatar the rest of your life. Stay in Virgin Land. See you later. Like that's all you are, Kenoshi. You need friends, and you're hanging around with fucking losers. And you probably could be a good person if you weren't so desperate for fucking friends. And that's the case with a lot of these people in Discord. They have no fucking friends, and they look up to an old man that they think is cool for some reason. I don't know why.
It wouldn't even appear in here at all.
Yeah. So that's what it is, Armored. They're mad that me and you are talking. That's all it is. They think that we're the trolls. They're trying to figure. The main thing is they're trying to figure out who the trolls are. They don't. This is driving them nuts. And it's not us. It's not us, guys. Sorry, it's not. If it was, I'd tell you, because I wouldn't care. I'd just be trolling your ass. If I was doing something, I'd tell people. And I'm not trolling you. I'm not wasting my.
No, Afterlife. I have my boy Alf for that. I don't need you anymore. I actually have someone that's better than y'all. Thank you.
Nobody wants nothing to do with you guys.
Yeah, I don't need y'all to do that anymore. I have my buddy Alf and Bubbles for that shit. No need for y'all motherfuckers.
Afterlife says, Dave, you can't even get laid. You got herpes. Dave's had a lot more pussy than you've ever had in your life. I'll tell you that. You got to lose a couple pounds. Maybe get some fat chicks. I don't know. But no, you're going to be a lonely virgin in Discord the rest of your life. Maybe you could all share Brandon's sister. You know, you could all pass her around. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. That's about it. And maybe she shows like what was it? I was reading the one comment I thought was hilarious. The guy that Afterlife, it was Brandon was reading off in the video. That shit was funny. Taxi cab, confessions, Ruby that he was reading. That shit was fucking funny. And you guys deserve that. You guys deserve those trolls because this is what you done to yourself. It is what it is. Like I can't help it. I'll say one thing. Like Armored said too, nobody cares about you guys. I don't want to sit there and troll you. I don't give a fuck.
No, if I'm gonna troll,
I just want you guys like
worth fucking trolling. Y'all aren't worth fucking trolling.
Well, what do I get out of a benefit trolling you guys? You guys have done nothing for my channel. Like Afterlife, Afterlife has he's donated. That's cool. I mean, I'm not saying he's done completely nothing, but you guys, ever since I got associated with Afterlife, I'm not gonna say Thanos because I'll be honest with Thanos. Thanos has came on with a podcast and has been cool when he was cool and has contributed. Armored's contributed, but most of you guys in Discord, what you're doing now, that is dragging me down. That's all that is. That is pulling my channel completely down to the floor. That's all it is. Because you guys go around and you contribute nothing to people. Nothing. Like didn't you wasn't you I was talking to about that too, Armored?
About what?
How they contribute nothing to anybody and nobody wants nothing to do with them?
Yes, exactly right. They don't contribute anything anywhere. I mean, that's the reason why. I mean, look how much has failed with them. Poppy 2K, and I'm a part of that, failed and crumbled because of all the shit that we did. Fucking your podcast used to be good every now and then when you had them going. And because of all the shit that's happened, that's failed. The Dream Team shit, between all the shit that happened with them, they're a part of the failure for that too. Every fucking thing they've done has failed.
That is true.
Their own channels have failed.
Yep. Whatever they get involved in, it's garbage. It's good at first, and then it goes to hell because they don't know how to act. Like they don't. I mean, it is what it is. But I think we hit the spot on this one. I mean, unless Greg, you want to come in and state your case? I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'll let Greg in. But
Kong does already go after Zaire's podcast because he's always in that bitch every time I go over there.
Oh,
talking about fucking Wii U. Yeah, I was talking to Mega because I always see Kong over there.
And, you know, Kong I don't have a problem with to a certain degree, but I think he trolled me too with exposing fuckboys. And I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised in Kong because I was always nice to that dude. He's been one of my early subscribers, and I've never done anything wrong to him. And to me, it's like every one of them guys in there has some issue with me because of one person in there. That hasn't.
I've been on his podcast a few times.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Mega. He was talking about Xbox 448. He's actually a really good guy.
Who? Mega?
No, Xbox 448.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, to me, like, this is just dragging me down. Like, I used to go and look for new people all the time and find new people. And then I thought I got some cool people around, like Afterlife and all them dudes. And I started letting them come on the podcast. And then all it did was destroy my shit.
I'm not going to cry Afterlife. I can give two shits if you're in here or not.
Afterlife, he's stuck on people. Thanos got so much in his head, like, he's fucking stuck on people. And he never was like that. I never seen that dude. That dude actually sent me a video one time when I was going back and forth to Brandon, telling me and Brandon that we're acting like children. Now that I say it, all of a sudden I'm a fucking like hypocrite or not, like he's saying all kinds of shit like after a while, it is childish, you know. Like, how many times you go back and forth with the same person, like, and it's all because of one person that wants some entertainment. That's all it is. But I mean, I think that's good enough for me, Dave. Why don't you block these people? I did. I don't know why they're in the chat. How is that, Jay? I blocked them. Why are they in the chat? Are they allowed to chat till I block them there too, or how's that work? I don't know. Is Jay here? I don't think. I might have felt. Oh, he's got his mic muted. But yeah, I thought I blocked them, Christopher, but I don't know. Oh, I mean, you could see a light all you want. I don't think you've seen the light. I mean, I don't. I think you'll have to learn the hard way, like everybody else, like with Thanos. Like, that's all it is. You just have to learn the hard way. It takes time. What will happen? This is Dave's prediction. Dave will throw a prediction out there. When they don't have me to troll no more, and One Stop's now doing this new thing with what he's doing, and they don't have Poppy no more, and nobody else to fuck with, he'll start fucking with you guys. That's just how it is. And then you'll get mad and you'll split up, and that'll be it. That'll be the end of that. That's how it's gonna go. It's just like right now you're just not on the list. That's all it is. It's when he runs out of things to do, or he might fuck with you on the side. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But that's Dave's prediction. I think eventually it all just crumbles. It's like a building that's just there and falls apart. Anything he touches is just no good. But yeah, I don't know why they were in the chat. I thought I blocked them. I know I blocked them for sure and everything. I was surprised Jordan was in the chat and Levon. I blocked all them. Why is Brandon trolling you, Dave? Because of Thanos, that's all. And he can troll. Let him waste time with videos, because all his shit's is fucking stupid. I mean, it's just retarded. I could make a fucking post on Twitter that just destroys all his shit, and he can't. Like, it's not even. And then when he runs out of content, he starts talking about cancer and like goes. That's exactly what a child would do. So it is what it is. Someone tell Dave I'm not exposing fuckboys. I'm blocked. He can't see my comment. No, we know you're exposing fuckboys. We know. It's all right, Kong. But I'm going to shut this bitch down. I had a good time. You know, I addressed things I want to address, talked about stuff that I wanted to talk about. I want to thank Old Dirty, as always. His mic is muted. He probably just, you know, listening or whatever. I want to thank Jay Centuries for joining. And even we'll say Kenoshi, you know, for coming in here with these crazy accusations that makes no sense. Which did make sense, which is he's just wanting to find out who the troll is for his lieutenant, you know, and his fucking captain, Thanos. Lieutenant War.
No, what happened to the few questions? Literally one fucking question that had nothing to retain to him whatsoever.
No, it didn't make any sense.
And then it was a very vague fucking question because everybody and their mama knows about goddamn Jordan's condition.
Well, what he was trying, I guess what he said there was only something spoken in Discord about.
But he wouldn't speak it.
Which we know Jordan's condition. He's muscular dystrophy or something like along the lines of that, or some kind of.
Yes, which doesn't affect his mental capabilities.
Yeah. Oh, so it doesn't affect his mental.
No, it only affects his muscles. I mean, if you read up on the actual condition, it doesn't actually affect anything towards that.
Well, I have a question.
From what I read.
I have a question.
And I think Kong would know more about that than I would because Kong's an actual physician.
Well, but the thing is with Jordan, I noticed this when he did the video, one of the videos on me, he had his mom come in the room and kiss him goodnight and everything. And it seems like he's in a child state. Let's just be real. Do you think his interaction without having friends kept him in that child state?
It could be.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I think no interaction with.
I mean, his mom sat there and kissed him fucking goodnight
on the video.
On the video, yeah.
He hugged his mom goodnight and kissed her. And I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying nothing like that, but if that's like a child mentality, like, you know, like.
Yeah, he's 23 years old, and you shouldn't have your mom be kissing you.
I mean, you can say I live with my mom, but you'll see her coming in here and kissing me goodnight. let's keep it real. But I'm just saying, like, I know when some people don't have interactions with the outside world, like, or maybe this is all they got. Maybe that's why he's at that child mentality, because he does feed off as a child at times. He does. I mean, you can talk to him. It sounds like you're talking to a child, but then you see Jordan in a live chat going the fuck off on somebody, being racist at times. I've seen him do that. I've seen him so that's where I'm like, okay, well, I'm scratching my head. I'm like, I was talking to a child earlier, and now I'm seeing this guy go off on somebody in a like saying everything in the world towards them. But you can tell he's like a little bit more put together in the live chat. It is childish to sit there and say some of the stuff he says, but at the same time, it don't seem like he's the person I talk to on Skype. That like sometimes I feel like he's a 5-year-old. I'm just being real.
Who's that?
GTX. Something that's
it's me. I just wanted to. I was after cooling down. I just wanted to say, yes, you were right. I do remember him. The specific thing is that apparently his disease was since it's already out there, since you can find the comment. Basically, somebody mentioned about Jordan dying at the age of 30, near the age of 30, because of his disease. And I believe.
But that's still common knowledge, though. I mean, that's what happens when you have that type of disability, is you're prone to die early. So why would you still bother with that? Are you being a social justice warrior now?
No, I'm not being.
It doesn't retain to you. If it doesn't retain to you, then don't give a fuck about it.
No, I'm not being a social justice warrior. I was just saying that the troll.
And if I said that, I'd be the first one to fucking tell you I said that. I'm not going to sit there and hide behind a troll account and say that shit. So it doesn't retain to me at all either. So I don't give a fuck about the comment. Now, what are your other questions, though? You said you had a few. You still are just retaining to the one question.
I mean, what are you guys like taking up? Like, I thought you guys didn't like Jordan Kenoshi. Like, I thought you guys didn't like. What's the deal with Jordan now?
Well, the thing is, Jordan, like, it was just during it was the.
Yeah, because back in August we used to talk nothing but shit about Jordan before he even joined y'all's Discord. Now y'all are buddies.
Not really. I mean, we told him
memes and all kinds of shit with him. So what happened then?
We told him not to make a video, but for whatever reason, we already talked about.
Well, why is I have a question. Why is Afterlife in the live not in the live chat, in the regular comment section of his video saying, like, pretty much encouraging him with him addressing a troll account with my name, like he did a good thing, like if you told him not to make the video?
I didn't.
And why? I
don't know.
Because I asked you the same question too when we were in the
you
Discord. And I tried to hash this shit out with y'all.
I'm sure this is discussed. I mean, I'm sure this.
No, I don't. I don't talk to the. I don't. The only time. Listen, Thanos has been out, and for a while he hasn't been.
We all know that's bullshit. Stop saying that. Man.
That's not.
Look, there's
not
Thanos doesn't leave fucking YouTube. The motherfucker lives on YouTube. He doesn't leave.
And there's been reports that we've seen him. They see him in Weapon Wheel chat under his other name. So he's
because even fucking Heartache called him out in a video a couple of weeks back, and he knew it was Thanos' fake account.
What was his other name?
Buffalo Bill.
No, that's not the new moniker.
Not only that,
moniker
I went recently on my Discord. And I went to go see if Thanos was still on my Discord under the comment sections. I found my old comments between me and Thanos, and it was under a different fucking name.
Yep.
It was under Proto 1. And that's mine and Thanos' DM conversation.
And so that means Thanos changed his name. You guys are trying to make Thanos look like he's gone. I mean, I understand that, what you're doing, but it's stupid. Like, we know Thanos.
Hey, I have a question. Can Afterlife join?
Yeah, we told him.
Okay, I'll send them the link then. Now, my questions was just about the troll stuff.
Why? Hold on.
It was
Why
only-
is
I
a
only-
troll complaining about another fucking troll?
I'm not complaining about another.
You are
Why is it
complaining
troll?
about other people trolling another person, but yet and behold, you guys troll all the fucking time.
I don't care. I don't.
Then why are you in here talking about this shit?
You said you do care. You said it was about the troll, so obviously you do care if you're addressing it.
Because I realize that you guys also really care about this stuff.
No, we only care because it pertains to us as a person, as the individual, because there was a video made about me because y'all are trolling him.
What
It doesn't
video
pertain-
was
I'm
made?
not in here defending Dave at all. I am in here talking about the
Dave-
shit between me
Dave-
and Jordan. Dave's
What?
not
Just
in here
talking about the
defending
videos
me.
that Jordan made on him.
What video was made about you?
Oh
Oh,
my
you
god!
didn't already
Oh
make-
my God, are you fucking are you about it? You're about as slow as Jordan is right now.
Are we seriously having to do this?
I don't follow every little move
I don't
these
even
other
need to
people
tell you
make.
what video was made because I sent it to you in a fucking DM on Discord the day it was fucking made.
You're talking about the the Jordan
Does that not
video.
retain to me? Did he not put my name in there and use me for slander for no fucking reason when I have nothing to do with the shit that was going on?
Jordan doesn't have any view.
Make that
Jordan
video, I
doesn't.
wouldn't be fucking here right now.
Jordan doesn't even have any subscribers. There's no way anybody would have.
Yes,
known about it.
like I said, I didn't even know about the video until Dave sent it to me. If he never made the video, I would never even came back into this side. That shit retains because of that.
And
What does
if
Jordan
Dave,
have to retain with you?
and if Dave never sent you the video, you wouldn't be here right now.
Yes, you are correct.
Look at all these names, and then it's funny. Afterlife says that he don't have all these trolls accounts. Like, what's Carlos?
I just had to make one right now.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you didn't, because if I'm not mistaken, that was in the video where you were sitting there talking about Dave being a pussy for banning the troll accounts.
Yeah,
No, that's not me.
there's your third troll account we know
That's
of.
war.
Your second, be with your name, with the other one.
I just had to make those right now.
Yeah,
Today.
but you don't have any other trolls accounts,
okay.
so you just made it right now. Okay.
Well, you guys don't have to believe me. It's fine. It
Why
makes you
didn't-
look good.
why-
So I'm just here because you guys have a lot of misinformation. You guys.
Oh,
wanna know
What
some
misinformation?
things.
Clear it up,
Explain.
but
Ask me some
your,
questions.
your sergeant at arms isn't doing too good, so fix
Please explain what the misinformation is.
your foot soldier.
Ask me the questions.
I don't need to ask you questions. If you have misinformation, that means you were retained and you know the information. So you should be telling me what the misinformation is.
Look, Jay, why
If you
are
can't
even
tell me
here,
what the
man?
misinformation is, there's no misinformation.
Why
Jay,
does this even matter to any of you? Why do you even
Why
no,
the fuck
care?
are you in
no,
here?
Dave,
Why is this
Dave's
hangout
excusing
even
this
happening?
one.
That's what
Why? If it doesn't
That's-
matter,
that's
what are
my
you
second
doing
question.
here, Kenoshi? What are you doing?
I'm asking because I'm here to
Oh,
ask
hold on,
you
hold on.
why
I'll
you
answer
guys
this
are
real
in
quick.
here. I thought you were
Kenoshi,
done with the drama.
I came in
You were
here-
done with the grub side.
Kenoshi.
So you guys,
Oh,
you're
shoot.
talking
Kenoshi,
bullshit while I'm back.
here's what it retains to. You two motherfuckers were trolling Dave for a while. Y'all tried to drag me into it. You even have a video of fucking War, Afterlife, and Thanos talking about this a couple of months back. They're
Yup.
trying to get me to go against Dave again when I wasn't even fucking around at the time. Then y'all still try to drag me into it using Jordan Dizzle to try to say that I'm still trolling when I'm not even trolling. So it retains to me completely.
Oh yeah, that Buffalo Bill.
Wait.
That's war. Just to let you know.
No, we know that's Thanos.
No, it's war. I'm not joking. I'm being honest right now. I don't lie.
Thanos
Why would I lie?
We
to
can't
you?
believe you
Then
at all.
online.
And I can't believe
Forever.
that you're not trolling. Why would you? Why the fuck would you admit it? It's fucking retarded.
Nobody's.
I'm not fucking trolling.
I don't do troll accounts, but
Oh,
I
come on, Jay. You know you're fucking lying. We know you,
Oh,
little,
okay.
you little cunt.
I don't. I mean,
So-called accusations of me trolling.
you know
You
what's
have
funny?
any
You know what's
information? You have
funny is
anything?
It's eating you fuckers up. You don't know who it is, and you sound really fucking stupid with your accusations of who it is. And keep thinking that. That's good. You don't know who the fuck they are. That's awesome.
That's half of the fun,
Well,
Dave.
we're-
That's,
we
That's
know-
how a troll should be. You don't
Well,
have.
that's all. That's the part of the fun.
that's a part
Yeah,
of the
Because
fun.
we
Dave.
know that you're behind these
It's
trolls.
great. It's great.
You may not
It
be
is.
the trolls
It's
directly, but we know that We know you're talking to these people.
Hey, I
Also,
have a question.
the Proto Mario thing is pretty rich.
Guys, I have a question.
So
Can
why
I-
are
let
y'all
me ask this
complaining
question
about
before I
other
forget.
trolls though?
Yes,
This is what I don't get. Why are y'all so
Hold on.
worried
Let me ask it before I
about the
forget it.
other trolls?
Why?
After
who's
like-
complaining?
I'm not worried
After
about
Hold
it.
on,
Who's complaining? Wait a second.
Hold on. Let
Who's
Dave
compl-
answer the question.
After
What-
like, when have you ever seen me when we were cool? When have you ever seen me when Brandon was going at me or anything? When have you ever seen me with a troll account?
Never.
Okay, well, why would I make one now?
Because it would be clear. It would be since you don't make troll accounts often. It would.
How am I
be-
supposed to know?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
is that
How am I
weird?
supposed to
Question
know?
for you.
How am I
Y'all know
supposed to
all
know?
my troll accounts. When have you ever seen me come up with an original name for a troll account?
I don't know. You did the gay profile. Just saying, buddy.
That's not me. Y'all know that's not me. But okay, try again.
I'm not talking about the gay centuries. I'm talking about the fake dating app thing, whatever you were trying to do.
And I never did that though. Yet again, I had the plans and intentions to do it, but I never did it.
It's all right. You can lie about that.
When have you ever seen me come up with an original name for a troll account? Have they not always been where it's pretty much obviously been able to tell that it's me?
Well, how am I supposed to know? You have
yeah.
multiple J accounts, so you never know.
And how are we supposed to know that you're not coming up with other accounts? We can't,
Okay.
we can't
Yeah,
know for
again,
sure.
This is all shit that you guys do, and it's
never
like
get
you're
around it.
paranoid about it. Like, you
Yeah,
guys-
y'all are really paranoid.
Wait,
I'm just
wait.
having
I
fun
think.
here.
Wait a second.
Fuck
Who's
about
paranoid? I mean, if you were to
I can
come
know-
out and say,
I have a
wait,
question.
wait,
Why
wait.
is your buddy disabling this?
wait a second.
Huh?
Wait a second, Dave. If you were to come out and say you're the trolls, we could all have a good laugh about it, and then move on.
But the
You know-
funny thing is, I'm not the fucking troll, you idiot. I'm not
But
the
you know,
troll.
here-
I'm telling you shit, like, clear as
So
day.
it's all right,
What
Kenoshi.
would that even accomplish? What would
It's all
that
right,
fucking
Kenoshi.
accomplish?
We'll believe Dave. Just for once.
I mean, I don't make troll accounts. I never did. I did it one time. Well, one time with Clown Meat, just to find out what that was over. That was it. I know what this is over.
I didn't even know about that. Thanks for letting me know.
Yes, Derek. I've
Oh,
had.
I already stated that in the
Fuck
video.
about this shit to even do a new one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't watch
You're
all
not
the way
doing
through
your
then.
homework. You're not keeping up. Then you're failing as a troll.
That's fine. I don't watch all their videos. That's fine.
You're
I
failing.
don't pay attention to half the stuff that goes on with the trolls.
It's funny
But
that
y'all
once
are
in a while.
It's funny that you think Kenoshi's fucking trolling. He hasn't even done anything. Yeah, it's all fucking. It's all me and
Hold
Lord,
on.
dude.
Let me explain, and I'm gonna let Kenoshi's dirty laundry out right now so everybody understands. This is what Kenoshi does. He comes in, he tries to be the buddy. He records your conversation, sends it back to
and you're the one that
Afterlife and them, and listens to the shit so they can grab the audio and use it for later.
and
look,
you're the one that
look
made
here.
him do it. That's why.
Look here,
And
Jay.
yes, I was a
Look
part of
here,
that
Jay.
too, so
Look,
I know
yeah.
what the fuck y'all did.
Exactly.
I'm not
That was
saying
your
that I'm not
idea.
fucking clean.
You're guilty. Your hands are covered in blood, sir.
You're damn right,
Idea,
man.
buddy.
That's why I know everything y'all are gonna fucking do.
Now you know, Dave.
Oh,
It was all Jay's idea, to be honest.
it was. It was.
Yeah,
his
but the
all
thing
his
is-
idea.
I still don't know why you're friends with Jay.
He's not doing.
Yeah,
Seriously, Dave, I don't know why you're still
The
friends
funny
with Jay.
thing
Yeah,
about
Jay
what
might
you're
be
saying
recording
now,
you.
though, is he has not been in this fucking community.
Fucking
Hey,
Jay wanted to go for
hey,
one
Dave.
stuff, but then
Hey, Dave. When you're done with this live stream, you better jump out real quick. It's Jay might be recording you, son.
But the thing is, this is being addressed here, and I'm done. I won't have any interactions with you idiots anymore, except Jay. That's you,
fine.
I don't know if you want to do that, sir. I don't know if you want to do
Fine,
that.
and if he gets me,
I would trust Jay from a
I don't
10-foot
care.
pole, man.
Yeah, Kenoshi, I'm exactly like you. I'm gonna record a useless conversation and save it for no fucking reason.
Yep. That's exactly what
That's
he's
what you do.
What he do. Yep. That's what he'll do.
I can't lie.
I mean,
I'm not
well,
lying.
Still,
I have nothing to
where
hide
the
right
rest
now.
of, these
I could get two
questions
shits right now.
What
I'd
about
like to know the rest.
what about that recording you had of Dave that you were going to use?
It is
Which
cringy,
recording?
Resurrection. That's the
What are
whole
you
point.
talking
The recording of him talking about various situations going on in his life because you were pissed off at Dave for whatever reason.
Oh, the recording that I deleted right after I got the fuck away from y'all? That recording, the one that was old, that everyone fucking knew about? Come on, everyone already knew about that shit. Dave even knew about that shit.
Right.
Dave, did we not talk about that before?
We talked about all this nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, this is old news.
So is everything else. Everything else is old news.
So what is it? You guys are bought. Well, Kenoshi, what was your purpose of coming in here if it wasn't about you didn't care about anything? What did you care about?
I don't particularly care about anything. I just know that you guys are frauds.
What the fuck's the
I think what Kenoshi was trying to say about that troll account is, hold up. I think the reason why Kenoshi was asking about that stupid comment was because why is even Jordan getting any hate, man? Everyone knows.
Why is Jordan getting any hate? Let's say this.
Because he's not really involved in it until. Hold up. I'm not done.
Okay, finish it.
I'm sorry about that. Why is he getting hate? The reason why he's attacking now, because you blocked him already. You already.
So he's attacking me because I blocked him. So that forces somebody to attack somebody.
No, because.
Like I said, so that's your reaction to attack somebody.
I'm not done because Jordan can do whatever he wants, but I told him not to make a video. I told him to leave it alone.
Why are you in the live chat?
See, you're not letting me finish.
Let him finish, Dave. I want to hear this.
What is this? Look, I told Jordan not to make a video because I don't want him to get involved. Because you guys were still cool, but when he posted that video, you cut ties with him because we're friends with him. Like
no, that's not that. But
that's what you said. You can read the comments on your chat thing.
The reason I got rid of him because I caught him in a fucking lie and he's full of shit and he's trying to. It's a connection to me that I have nothing to do with you guys and then with them.
Hold on.
So that's the truth right there. Okay. Yeah. How convenient.
Let me explain this easy because Jordan's associated with y'all inside that Discord. It's not hard for y'all to grab information.
Hold up. I'm still not done. And the reason also because I find it funny that Jordan. It's a problem with Jordan as friends with us, but you make fun of us saying that you're friends with one stuff, even though we really don't give a shit. We just troll because it's funny, and it's a funny thing. It's all War who's doing all the trolling, which is the best part. Me and Kenoshi are here in the sidelines laughing and enjoying.
This is just a
video.
This is
trolling day.
And Brain,
you're sitting there trolling.
Like I said, I got nothing to lie. You want to jump in the Discord?
Live chat with your troll account if you're not trolling.
What's my troll account? Which one?
My Google Plus.
That's my email. I mean my
Gmail.
Gmail.
You were in my live chat with // You were with that account in my fucking live chat.
Here, I can screenshot it. That is my email if you want.
Yeah, but you were in there.
Hold on, Dave. Did you not say in your own video where you was calling Dave a pussy for blocking troll accounts that he's already blocked? That he's already blocked 3 of your troll accounts prior before you as you was making the video?
When did that happen? Can you show me proof?
You said in the video that he's blocked already a few of your troll accounts, but he wasn't able to block that one.
Yeah, but Google Plus.
So no. No, you've been trolling him in the comment section probably just as much as War has.
No. Dave eventually blocked me. He told me that on Hangouts.
You made the video where you even said yourself that you were blocked on other accounts before you made that one. What the fuck are you talking about? There's video evidence of you saying it yourself, admitting to this shit.
No, when did I say that? When did I say that?
Go look at your own video.
No, show me right now. Right now. I never said that. Nope, I never said that. Show me.
Yes,
I never said that. Why are you making up facts right now?
Go to your video. Go to your video right now.
No, you go to the video,
you dumb motherfucker.
Because that's bullshit right there.
Go to your video and go listen to it, you dumb motherfucker. Because you and Brandon trolling him in the fucking comment section, and you sat there and in the video he was trying to figure out how to block your one fucking account, and you said before he even blocked that one that he was already blocked other ones.
Yeah, he blocked Braden's accounts, not mine. Those other ones aren't mine, you dumbass.
Yes, the fuck they were.
And you
fucking idiot.
Oh, well, who's making accusations?
There's
no accusations here. Y'all were all trolling his comment section for the while now. It's your dumb motherfuckers that are the reason why we're in here. If you stop fucking trolling, we wouldn't have these conversations.
We're the reason why you're in here.
You want to point out in my video?
Reason to be in here.
Hold up, Kenoshi. Hold up. You want to point out that my block accounts, even though that's not true, even though in the video I show all of my channels, which is just my Gmail and my Afterlife. but you don't want to point that out, because it's not convenient for you right now.
Greg.
Come on, Greg. You know as well as I do that you can have other fucking accounts on a different fucking what's it called?
Of course, you don't want to believe
browser.
Greg,
You can have 4 different fucking web browsers up as you're making the fucking video and have different accounts tied to that fucking web browser. Get the fuck on somewhere with that shit.
Greg, I have a question for you. You call me the block bitch, but when you're getting trolled by those dudes, you fucking time them out too. Why?
That's not blocking though, because that's hilarious.
Why were you hurt by their comments?
I wasn't hurt. You can even watch the video. I was fucking laughing at them.
I was timing people out, and I was being a bitch, right?
Yeah, but I didn't block them. It's timed out. That's different.
Why did
it's still being a bitch because if you really didn't care about it, you would just ignore the comments.
No. That's a stupid argument. How is that a bitch? I'm over there timing them because they're trying to troll me. No, hold up. Hold up. You don't understand.
I do.
They're over there. No. Look. See, you don't even let me talk. That's fucking hilarious. They're over there trying to troll, but I'm not blocking them because I'm not a block pussy. But I'm timing them out, and then they're trying to comment, but they can't because I'm over there timing out.
Oh, but you don't want to hear what they say, but we gotta listen
to what
reverse
trolling.
But we got
reverse trolling
all the time, right? So that's the difference there, huh? That don't really add up.
If you two are not guilty of a damn thing, then why are we having this cast in the first place?
I didn't even block them. They can comment right now on my videos.
One thing. Hold on. I'll solve
video games. Something you guys don't really do.
Hold on. I'll solve this, Dave.
I play video games. My whole channel's about video games.
Then you came in here, Kenochi, to give us your few questions, which was only really one fucking question, which was stupid, and then it resolved to this. That's it.
Hold on, and then Greg says that he didn't encourage Jordan to make that video, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, I didn't encourage him.
You didn't encourage him. You didn't want him to make the video, right?
Oh yeah. You're gonna point out the comment, even though that's after he posted the video.
Now you can see this. Here's the Jordan
stretching it, brother.
Dave plus the great friend. Let's look at Afterlife's comments. Shit, Jordan, be investigating. Fucking good find, bro. Let's look at this one. Stay true to yourself, Jordan. Great video. But you didn't.
I can't be a friend. Oh my god, that's horrible.
To make that video, right? You told him not to do it, but great video. Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't support my buddy now.
Such a liar.
Like you support
the biggest piece of shit on here. You are a piece of shit.
Even on that same video, you can see it.
You are a piece of shit. You used to be a good dude.
I am watch the Super Bowl and do a cast at the same time.
You're over here stretching it out.
No,
Jordan posts a video, and I can't support him. I gotta tell him, Jordan, you're a fucking idiot. Why you make a video?
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. That's all
Thank you.
You're turning into your buddy. That's what you're turning to. The guy don't give two fucks about you. You might think he does, but he don't.
Damn, he got me. Oh my god.
Oh, that was rough. That was a burn. Holy crap.
And Kenoshi, don't cry to me when Poppy said goodbye to you and you were like, oh, why is Poppy leaving me?
You think I'm crying right now?
That's fine.
Dave has points.
Why did Poppy do this? Because you don't like your fucking goofy ass. Your little fucking... Your little fucking four-eyed.
Jack Move Johnny, did you really just say that?
Go hide behind your little avatar and just live like.
Are you serious? I'm not black. Yeah. The Super Bowl is in life, brother.
Huh?
This guy, is Jack Move like doing the Super Bowl? Who cares about the Super Bowl, man?
Man,
I'm not black.
You really hurt me, man. You really hurt me. But anyway,
I know it bothers you.
Your jokes are,
it is what it is.
It bothers me a great deal. You know, it's really.
Kenoshi, is your only friends these guys? I'm just curious. I'm just wondering.
No, we're enemies. We're fighting each other behind our backs.
I can't wait till you guys stab each other in the back. That's what I'm waiting for. That's gonna be Dave's entertainment.
Oh, do you know why? Oh, hey, Dave. Do you know why Jay is not associated with us anymore?
Huh?
Do you want to know why Jay is not associated with us anymore?
Why?
Because hold on, I can even admit to this, and I'll admit to this right now. Because when I was in Resurrection's last bullshit podcast, I was trying to tell the story in 5 minutes instead of actually telling the fucking full story. So the way it sounded like I was saying that fucking Thanos and them were all in on that one troll that I was accused of doing that I never did. When in actuality, it was me that was in on the troll. I was just telling them what my plans were. So Good try, Afterlife.
No.
And then Thanos got butthurt, and when I tried to admit, hold on, when I tried to admit to the fucking
you never
phone
admitted it.
and said that I was wrong,
You never admitted it. You have to point it out in the video.
Audio
I have the Discord chats
where I was talking about the shit.
You never
You never admitted
it.
Good
You never
fucking
admitted
try.
it.
You never admitted it.
I have the
You
Discord
never-
chat.
This
If you
guy-
want to look at it.
This
I
guy
even apologized to y'all.
serial liar. He
Fucking
is a
liar.
serial
Good try, good try.
Yeah,
liar.
fucking Jay has a lot of.
Jay
Also,
Simpsons.
another big reason why he left. Thanos kicked him out because of his micro lies. He never built his PC. Never got that route. He never upgraded his PC.
He's got a PC.
Financially-
so-
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? I got one
No,
right
no,
now.
no, but
I've been
probably-
playing with Rambo and all that.
Hold up. Probably now, but during that time when Jay, got kicked, he was doing all
Because
these
I
little
didn't care
lies.
about YouTube like that. And I
That's,
still
that,
don't.
oh, so it's okay for you to do micro lies, lie about your real life and stuff. That's
If you
fine.
don't care
Never
about
lied about my
YouTube,
real life. Do you have any proof that I lied about
Hey,
anything?
Jay, you know what's the
Do I
funny
have
thing?
any proof
Hold
that I
up.
lied about
Hold up,
anything?
Jay. You know what's the fucked up thing? I wanted you back. I was telling Thanos, no, man, you're doing the wrong thing. Jay should be back. Who cares if he does little lies, man? You know what I mean?
Hold on.
'Cause
Hey,
Jay is a good dude, and I told him to bring you back and try to, talk it out. But I didn't
so
want
now
to.
you're trying to be the good guy?
Afterlife. What did you say? You said black people. You said Dracmove said, dude said I'm not black. Only black people watch football. And then Resurrection says I'll be watching the Super Bowl. And then he says,
I
did
just said that because
Afterlife say he's not
I said
black?
that because
What was that statement you
no,
made?
hold up. Sorry about that. I just said that because Jack is black. So
Oh, okay.
if a white dude said it, I would say I'm not white. So you know what I mean. Sorry about that. Sorry if I've triggered you, buddy. Just saying.
So
not
we're
sure.
trying to spin the subject on something that's completely useless that has no relevance into the conversation.
No,
Good try.
I'm just letting you know.
Really?
I'm just telling people about your downfall. Why you went to hiding and stuff.
Since you're the you're like his colonel.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Afterlife, since you know what I do in real life, can you explain what I am? Really?
Yeah. You beat up people in jail.
Let's ask some people in charge. Greg.
I want to know. Afterlife.
Afterlife.
What did I lie about?
Kenoshi in here. What is it?
Oh, now you want to know, Jay?
Yeah,
What happened, Dave?
Yeah. What's the purpose? Since can we get any real accusations or anything, or what is it?
Hold up. Can you ask a question again? Sorry.
No, I want to know. I want to ask that question. Answer that one. Then you can ask your question.
The one with the micro lies?
No, ask why your reasons are coming in here for Kenoshi to come in.
Oh,
here.
okay. I'm here because Block Pussy Magma already blocked me, so I'm just here having fun. And since I'm not going to be here anymore, I might as well just come here and tell the truth and give you guys some insight of the Thanos.
So you guys don't do nothing wrong, right? You're just just in
Oh
here.
yeah, we're not killing people or anything, but
No,
yeah,
we're
we're
not
not doing anything wrong.
We're not.
Oh, okay. But what are you saying that everybody's wrong against? Like what is that? Like what was the reason coming in here? Like Kenoshi said he had all these different things to talk about.
I just told you.
Or no?
I just told you. Didn't you hear me? I just told you.
That was your reason. So Kenoshi's reason for coming here because he's this last time he's going to be in here. Is that his real reason?
I don't know. What's your reason, Kenoshi?
Well, tell Afterlife when you came in here, like you had all these different things you wanted to talk about. Now they all went up in the air. What was it?
Yeah,
The one thing was
I just wanted to know who your friends were and how much you guys are paying them. That's it.
Why
I'm
are you
not
bothered by who that you said you don't
I'm
care
sorry.
about trolls?
Who's
No,
our
I just-
friends and
I
how
just
much are
think
we
it's
paying
funny
them?
to
Why
see
would
you
we have to
squirm.
pay anyone anything?
No, the reason why Kenoshi, I can't believe I got to repeat myself. The reason why
Keep telling your
Kenoshi.
brother. Come on, get going for your brother. What'd he say?
Jesus Christ, the cringe.
You guys are so ridiculous.
I got to repeat myself. The reason why Kenoshi asked that question again, Jesus Christ, Dave, you're slow. Is because why it was
I'm
Jordan.
slow, but he can't even make out what the fuck he came in here for.
Not only that, but he's limited to I don't think he understands what a few means. It doesn't mean one question. It means multiple questions.
More than one?
You done, Jay?
No. I still want to know what the fuck I supposedly do in real life.
Are you guys upset
And
that you don't
why
know
I'm lying,
that
or
one is-
when I lied.
I'm trying to figure out? Like, what is it that you're Is it that you don't know who the trolls are?
No, I'm just here having fun right now.
No, but I'm saying with your brother, when he came in here, he didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Which brother? Who's my brother?
I don't have a brother. I have two sisters.
Oh,
He came in here to defend Kenoshi because Kenoshi was getting worked.
No,
Yep.
I'm here because the black pussy Magma, Afterlife, Mad, well, don't give a shit. Who cares, Magma? You're irrelevant more than me. The reason I'm here because I'm already blocked, so I'm here just
Well, you
you know.
have 3,000 subscribers and you get so many views, right?
Yeah, I actually, if you go to social
People,
right
you always
now.
talk about people botting, but like, where'd you get all them subs from?
Oh, so you're mad that we pointed out on one stop
No, I
bullshit.
think it's funny.
So now you got to pin it on me.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta defend your brother.
Hold on.
You got to defend your butt buddy one stop, right?
I didn't make any
Okay.
videos all week.
All right, buddy.
More views than I, but a guy with 900 subs can pull more views than somebody with 3,000.
Look,
Why
let
do
me
you make videos?
let me do this right now. Let me do
Yeah,
this.
do it.
Let me do this. Let's go to Social Blade.
Okay, but the key word, I didn't make many videos that week, right? Because I was working.
Who cares? I still
I
make
had a
more.
job, you know, like.
So you want to go to Real Analytics and go by the week before that? I can do that. I don't give a shit.
But Afterlife, my point is,
okay then.
Afterlife, I haven't been making videos. You got 3,000 subscribers.
Mhm.
You should make one video and make more views.
And last week I made 10,000 views in total.
Right?
Do you not hear me?
You used to be pulling a lot more views than me. Am I correct? 3,000 versus what? 800?
10,000? No, 10,000.
Huh?
10,000.
What?
Look, Dave, I don't know why you
But,
being.
hey, you brought this up. I'm just asking you my questions. You're the one that brought this up. I didn't.
What are you talking about? I in my
No, you said this in Levon's little interview about.
Yeah. If you go to Social Blade right now, and you
So,
look,
the point is
you're not gonna let me finish.
Subscribers
He's not
are
gonna let me finish.
pulling way more views than I am.
Look, he's not gonna let me finish. Okay,
No,
look, let me finish.
Let's
If you're
just
gonna
go
let
to
me
the
finish.
channels. Fuck the Social Blade. Let's just look at the channel.
Arguing about views.
I know.
He was calling me out for supposedly he got more views than I did when I wasn't making videos.
Look, his channel said he has 3,000 subs and he averages about 50 to 100 views a video.
Okay, but
Clearly,
overall, no. But overall, I
Dude,
got
it's fun.
10,000 views in the past week overall.
Hey,
Yeah, but that's counting
how is that-
mobile, and a lot of times the
how is
YouTube
that dead?
algorithms don't count mobile right away.
How is that dead? I make more views than you and Dave combined overall.
But you're doing more videos.
That's because I have a real job and I don't consider YouTube a fucking business.
I only have like 40 more videos than you, Dave. Overall,
But the thing is, lately I have not been doing content.
Wait.
doesn't matter.
Wait a second.
But has your
YouTube-
channel? Hold on.
Wait a
But has your
second.
channel
Wait a minute. If YouTube doesn't matter to you that much, then why are you?
No, he brought this up,
Why
so
are
I
you
wanted
here?
to address it.
I brought it
That's my second question. Why?
Greg is worried about this shit.
Because you motherfuckers were lying on my name, so I came in here to address the shit. So I wouldn't have people come and ask me, "Hey, are you trolling these motherfuckers?" And I could sit there and simply say, "No, I'm not fucking trolling any of you damn cocksuckers." That's it.
All right, Jay.
All right, so
got
you
that?
had to waste
You
your
understand that,
time.
Kenoshi? Can you hear that clearly?
You
Do I
had
need to
to
speak
waste-
into the mic a little louder for
You
you,
had to
dick
waste
sucker?
your. You had to
Scream like you
waste
did with your
time
prisoners, Jay.
coming onto this cast. So you know,
Fucking lip dick bitch.
Oh shit! Look at that. Oh, first one to
that
cuss.
hurt.
Oh,
That
shit.
hurt. Oh shit! I should.
No, but
Dave,
Dave, the reason why I brought it in
I should go
Lavon is
crawl.
because hold up, Kenoshi. The reason why I brought it up in Lavon's interview.
Wait, what Lavon video are you talking about?
Oh, in Lavon interview.
They did an interview with Lavon where they were stuck on Dave the whole interview. That kept getting brought up the whole fucking.
Why is Lavon doing interviews with nobody?
why-
She should
why
be
is
keep doing interviews with better people.
Yeah,
He
why?
did.
He was doing good there. He had Kid Smooth on there, and then he's going down.
No, like he
Why
had
is he
like,
around? You
come
guys.
on, like Lavon, get your game up, son. You need to get some more people.
Is that it? That's all you got?
No, we're just keeping. It's the facts. That's all it is. I mean,
facts.
that's sad. I know.
Why
exactly.
do it on someone that only
That's
like
how I
listens to
think
the
of it when
Beatles?
we mention your name. Is that all you got? You know, like, but
Is that all you got? To be honest. Oh yeah, but the point was the
I have a
reason why.
question for you, Greg. Why?
Oh
you
my
guys,
God!
Hey! Why are you so stuck on me? If I don't want nothing to do with you, why are you guys stuck on me?
I can answer that. Pretty funny. Pretty fun.
Answer it.
Because it's
Answer
fun.
it.
It's fun.
Oh, because it's fun. Okay.
Yeah, Dave. You're an easy
No,
target.
but
That's pretty
somebody
much
is
it.
so irrelevant. Why are you so stuck on me?
Whoever said
Dave.
Yeah, but I never attacked you on your irrelevancy though.
I'll answer this for you because I told you this already, Dave. You get into it. You get a little sensitive about what the fuck they're saying. So when you go into the shit, they feed off that. Why? And I told you this before. If you don't feed, if you don't feed these
like they're always on me. Like, what's the deal?
So now you're doing the irrelevant joke, even though you're making fun of us of being irrelevant, even though I make more views.
You guys say I am. You guys say I get no views. I'm not.
Yeah, but you're over here calling us crumb snatchers.
Obviously, that's meaning somebody's irrelevant.
Fine, but every time you make fun of us, you talk about how we're relevant, but
well,
I'm still making more views than you.
For views, like when you actually do content, like what does it come in? Like I have live streams that don't, like it's a live stream. They don't do good when you have a low channel, but when I make videos, at least it gets 200 to 400 views. Do you guys get that on videos?
Yeah, it depends on the video I gotta make.
When? Like all the time? Or is it once in a blue moon?
No, but I still get more views than you, even though.
So you want to do a challenge?
Yeah, we can go to Social Blade if you want.
You want
Dave, don't bite into this. That's what he wants you to do. Don't bite into it.
Shut up, Jay.
Don't bite into it. He wants you to do this shit. Dude, keep it on the subject of the trolling. He's doing this to feed you into that, so he's trying to change the subject.
No, they're getting
off of that. If they don't got nothing else to say,
after this, I'm giving them their little statement right
here. No,
exactly. That's why I'm here.
Don't get these cocksuckers anymore. Let them end it right now. Y'all got nothing else to say. We ain't talking about views. End this shit now. Because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to bait you into another fucking useless argument. Don't give it to him.
That is right. I'll give him that. He's right.
Oh, fucking hell. Fucking Jay discovered us. Fucking hell. He learned from the master Thanos.
Let's read some.
Move the conversation. Get rid of
Chat,
them.
Hopefully you're enjoying this.
We're done, Dave. Get rid of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Jay's advice. Like I should have took a while back. I will say that I didn't. But I'm gonna shut it down completely. Thank you guys for watching. Last time Afterlife's ever on the channel. Congratulate them. Let's give them some congratulations.
Thank you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this cringe here.
Last but not least, Kenoshi. Last time.
Yep. See you guys later.
And thank you, Dirty. Thank you, Jay Centuries. You guys are more than welcome on the channel. I just don't. I'm not gonna fuck. I'm just tired of it. Like I get your jokes. And I know you guys like to have jokes and go back and forth, but it gets old when it's all the time.
All right, I'll tell where to leave you alone. We're gonna focus on Proto Mario now. That's fine.
No, but I put you guys as a challenge. I want to see you guys troll somebody that you don't know.
You don't know Proto Mario.
No, I want to see somebody
500,000 subscribers
that you don't talk to, that you have never had any communication with, and troll them and see. That's what a good troll would be. Somebody can actually troll somebody that you don't know.
Dave, we're doing that with Proto Mario, and Jesus Christ, I have so much shit. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know.
But I have a question. Wouldn't it make sense to like troll somebody? Like, let's think. Like, Marcel is actually trolling Hard 8 and getting a rise out of him. That's a troll in my book. Like somebody that can actually troll somebody bigger than them, a lot bigger.
Yeah. Well, that's what Brain is doing, but I don't know when I'm gonna make the video on Proto Mario, because I gotta edit it. It's so much shit we got from his Discord. It's fucking hilarious, dude.
But who is Proto Mario? Like, who is this guy?
He's a Pokemon theorist YouTuber.
Is he a big YouTuber? Or?
Yeah, he has like 500,000 subscribers.
Okay, well that makes sense then. I mean, like that would to me make more sense, like than trolling somebody you know. And I'm a little guy. Like I have not many. I'm not saying I was ever big, but
yeah, but Dave, you're fun. That's the difference.
No, but you guys always go for the same people all the time, and I get you get a rise out of them. But like, what's the challenge there as a troll?
So you're saying we're good trolls then?
No, I know. I'm just saying, no, not.
No, it's just fun. That's just pretty much it, Dave.
You're not good trolls. I never said you were good trolls because you troll the same people. You have never proved to me to be a good troll.
You sure about that? Because you're done with us. So I think mission.
No, but I'm saying, like, wouldn't a good troll somebody?
We're so good that
Dave, they're baiting you, bro.
Yeah, I'm done. No, but
it's to come out of hiding.
He's baiting you in this shit.
Yeah, but it's a fact, and I mean, unless he's baiting me or not, the fact's a fact. You're not a good troll.
Drag it on, end it.
Yeah, let Jay end it, man.
Yeah,
he's too triggered.
It's over. It's over.
It's
just to come out of his hiding.
Fun's over.
Just end the damn argument.
But yeah, what do you call it? Thank you, Jay,
The
for
pointless
jumping
argument.
in here and talking. And I like having Jay on. I mean, I've never had nothing against Jay. I got mad at him that one time, but I don't hold grudges. But when some people just keep going on and on and on and on and on, it gets old to me. I'm sorry. But we're gonna shut this down. I appreciate everybody. Hydro, Resurrection, Tiger Man. I didn't see you there. Thank you, buddy. Frozen. Thank you, buddy. Let's see who else. One White Kong. I guess I'll give him a thank you. Even though he trolls me. Cali Chango, Live and Let's Game. Justin Wheeler, thank you guys. Until next time, more videos to come. Later, YouTube.